Welcome to the LBS Financial Credit Union Pyramid as number 2 ranked Long Beach State men's volleyball opens up Big West Conference play against number 3 ranked Hawaii. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. This matchup has been circled on calendars everywhere since the schedule released. Tonight is the first of back-to-back games in front of a sold-out crowd in the Pyramid between 2 of the top 3 teams in the nation.
I'll tell you what, Bruce, we might be in the middle of a heat wave here in Southern California, but there is no hotter ticket in town than the one that gets you in this building tonight. When the Pyramid gets rocking, there isn't a better venue for volleyball, and there are over 4,000 fans here ready to get their socks knocked off by 2 of the best teams in the country.
Long Beach State and Hawaii have established themselves as the Blue Bloods of Big West men's volleyball. The Rainbow Warriors took 2 of the 3 matches against the eventual national champions last year, including the Big West Tournament final. This year, the Beach are 14-2, with Hawaii sitting at 17-3.
Yeah, the wins are impressive, but it's just as important to look at how both of these teams have evolved since that unforgettable Big West Championship final and how they've navigated adversity in the non-conference schedule. The only reason either of these teams is number 1 is because of losses to UCLA in recent weeks. There is so much talent on both sides of the floor tonight. We are in for a treat, and it's all going to be up to the team that steps up to meet the moment and pulls out a victory tonight and this weekend.
There's going to be plenty of storylines to follow through tonight, but this weekend will determine who emerges as number 2 in the nation as both these teams look to ready themselves for a run at the NCAA title. Let's take you through the starting lineups for Long Beach State. Jackson Christ and Braden Marquardt are the middle blocker duo. Skylar Varga and Alex Kondev started outside, with Kellen Larson in as the libero. Jake Bizanti starts at setter, and Wojciech Gajek, the freshman from Poland, is in at opposite. Take you through the starting lineup for the Rainbow Warriors. Adrian War in the lineup at outside hitter. They've got Quentin Greenidge as the libero. Louis Sakanoko, the other outside hitter. Tread Rosenthal, the 6'11" standout, is in there at setter. Middle blockers, Travell Jordan and Justin Todd. And then Christian Tetrisky was not healthy last year for either of the matchups against Long Beach State, getting his first chance to go up against the Beach tonight.
Not only against the Beach, but against his former high school and national team teammate in Alex Kondev. Tristan Tetrisky has not touched the floor as a starter for Hawaii since January 14th. It's been a long time coming, but he's got his body, his mind, and his spirit ready for this matchup tonight against his fellow countrymen and against the team he has wanted to face since coming into college volleyball.
Alex Kondev is serving to get us underway, and we're officially off. Rosenthal sets quick to Jordan in the middle, and Hawaii strikes first. Travell Jordan has the kill. It'll be an interesting matchup with Jordan going against Braden Marquardt, both GCU transfers.
Yeah, former teammates facing each other. We were able to ask Braden Marquardt a few weeks ago what it's like to face these former guys that he used to play with. He says he relishes the opportunity.
Tread Rosenthal serving for Hawaii. 6'11" junior setter hits it on a cross. Larson to the ground on a pass. Bizanti at the net. Backside goes for Gajek. He goes cross court, and Wojciech Gajek emerges from the back row to pick up the kill.
The D-ball absolutely destroyed by Wojciech Gajek, who has stepped into the starting lineup over the past month. The freshman has a tough task against Tetrisky tonight, but that time absolutely lets one rip, and we're tied at 1.
Another true freshman now to serve for Long Beach State. Jackson Christ tosses out in front of him, hits it across. It's a low pass out of bounds. Rosenthal bumps it, going back into the middle for War. He sends it over. Varga passes up to Bizanti. Back to Varga, swinging over a double block and right through it. The Beats were all kinds of out of system and in chaos, but Skylar Varga still elevates to make it 2-1.
That's the floor captain, Skylar Varga, just making a play, able to get the block touch, keep the rally alive, and then get recycled on the left side to put the Beach in front.
He ran over Jackson Christ, but still was able to recover as Christ serves one into the net. It's 2-2 to open set 1 in front of a sold-out crowd.
And the serving battle is what's going to determine at least the early goings of this game. Long Beach State, the best serving team in the nation. Just shy of 3 aces per set coming into this one. Hawaii has been able to handle. Now they get the serve back, tied at 2.
Adrian War, the French sophomore, serves now. Varga overpasses over the net and out of bounds. It's an ace for Adrian War, as Skylar Varga couldn't handle the serve in the back row.
Adrian War has a serve in his locker, rocking the long sleeves tonight. Hawaii in the all-black look. War, the lone Rainbow Warrior, rocking some white sleeves underneath that tank top uni.
Long Beach in all white for their uniforms. Their libero, Kellen Larson, in all black. War serves again. This time it's Kondev in the back row popping up. Back row set. Going for Varga. Power angle is down. That's the shot Skylar Varga works on extensively before every single game, and it gets him on the board.
And Skylar Varga was dialed in hitting lines before this game. Every ball was in, and he's already flexing his muscles. 2 of the Beach's first 3 points off the right arm of Skylar Varga.
3 all in set 1. Jake Bizanti taps the ball on his hip, Tosses it up and hits it over. Diving pass in the back row from Greenwich. Rosenthal sets up to the right side. Tetrisky hits line, but he didn't find it. Christian Tetrisky with an attacking error, and the Beach move ahead 4-3.
The Beach block did not have the line sealed. Tetrisky saw a window of opportunity, only missed the line by a whisker, and the Beach retake the lead.
4-3 in set one. Jake Pizzanti has had such huge shoes to fill this year, but has done a fantastic job. Here he serves again, pass for more, underneath Rosenthal, back set, going for Tetrisky again, and nobody was there to meet him from Long Beach State. It's an easy kill into the back row to even things at 4-4.
Trev Rosenthal has just taken a step up every single year he's been a part of this Hawaii program. Now with junior, he gets Tetrisky a one-on-none at the net, and the 6'11" setter is going to be hugely impactful tonight with how offensive he decides to be.
Travell Jordan float serve, passed by Kondev. Quick set to the middle, but Marquardt gets roofed. It was a rip set to the middle blocker for the Beach, and Hawaii was right there to meet him. I think it was Tetrisky who got most of that one before it hit the floor.
I don't think Tetrisky got it with his hands. I think he got it with his forehead, and the traveling Hawaii fans make all kinds of noise.
5-4 Rainbow Warriors. Overhead pass to Pizzanti. Goes to the left side. Gayak hits cross court, but a good dig from War. Goes over to the left side. Popped up on the attack from Sakanoko, and Larson has a dig. Crip rips that to the middle, and this time, Britton Marquardt has the kill.
Brendan Marquardt this season is hitting above 700, and he hasn't appeared in too many matches. But when he has been on the floor, he has been outstanding. Only his 7th game played of the season, getting the start against the Rainbow Warriors. Now the Beach tie it up at 5.
Marquardt had a great weekend last weekend against Jessup. Here's Skylar Varga serving. It's passed in the back row. Rosenthal quick to the middle. Todd gets dug out by Larson. Pizzanti goes backside over for Gayak again, and he swings off the blockers and out of bounds. Wojciech Gayak is making an impact early.
Wojciech Gayak already 2 kills. He came up big against UCLA at Pauley Pavilion. He might be a freshman, but he's built for the big moments.
Plenty of experience in international play against high-level competition for Gayak. It's 6-5 Long Beach State in set one. Their captain, Skylar Varga, serves into the net. All tied again at 6-6.
Skylar Varga has been inconsistent in the last few games behind the service line. Had 3 aces in set 1 on night 2 against Jessup. Before that, no aces in 2 games back-to-back, the first time that's happened all season. Still one of the best servers in the nation, not the last we're going to see of him.
Tetrisky, the Bulgarian, serves. Varga to the ground on a pass. Goes for Kondev. Left side, and he tools the block right out of bounds. Alex Kondev puts the Beach back ahead 7-6.
And that is a big block. Justin Todd and Trev Rosenthal rotating over. Good awareness as the Beach so far hitting above 500, hitting 625 here through the first 13 points.
Braden Marquardt to serve now. Transfer from Grand Canyon after that program got cut. It's him and Travell Jordan on the other side of the net that had to find new homes. Serve tips the tape. It's kept up by Sakanoko. They go back to him on the left side, but it's popped up off the blockers, and Pizzanti has the dig. Varga steps into set, goes for Kondev. Overhead, tries to slam it down, and they can't keep it up. Alex Kondev used a full palm to throw the ball to the ground, and he's got another kill.
Kondev, native of Sofia, Bulgaria. He's all smiles right now when he's above the net, and as soon as he touches the Terraflex, he's back to business as the first Let's Go Bows chants ring out around the pyramid.
Plenty of traveling fans from Hawaii, as is always the case. 8-6 Long Beach State. Marquardt serves again, pass right up to Rosenthal at the net. He goes over to the left side. Power angle shot gets blocked. Sakanoko gets it right back. This time he's got the kill. Puts it off of Gayak and into the antenna. Hawaii's back within 1.
Louis Sakanoko, the Frenchman, is going to be active all night long. One of the biggest personalities on this Hawaii team. Also one of the best attackers, averaging over 3 kills per set coming into this game.
This is a very international Hawaii roster with a ton of experience in high-level international play. Sakanoko serves after his kill. Pass from the back row. Backside. Goes for it. Oh my goodness. Wojciech Gayak got way up above the net. Hitting line. Slams it right down. He'll go back to serve with the Beach ahead by 2.
Wojciech Gayak, the rubber band man. The way he rips balls down the line. That one lands inside the 10-foot line, taking the breath away of a few fans around this pyramid. Beach up to a 2-point lead.
Gayak stands 6'6". Serves across now. Errant pass, but Rosenthal able to get there. Sets it up for Tetrisky, but it's dug out by Gayak. Goes left side for Kondev. Tips it across. Rosenthal there after the dig. Goes back to Tetrisky. Off a tip from the net. Larson has the dig. Pizzanti waits for it to fall. Goes back to Kondev. Power angle shot gets roofed. Triple block there for Hawaii, and Justin Todd caught most of it. Hawaii making an impact up above the net so far.
The Hawaii double block says, ole, no way. That ball goes straight back down as Alex Kondev went for power and got rejected.
Justin Todd will serve now. Redshirt sophomore, originally from Houston, Texas. Transferred to high school in Honolulu to finish out his high school career, and now is playing for the Bows. Pass from Varga. Quick set to the middle. Chris goes right off the blocker and out of bounds. This middle blocker group for Long Beach State is such a good group. And Jackson Chris has a kill here. It's 10-8.
First involvement of the night for Jackson Chris. We're going to see how often Jake Pizzanti turns to his middles. He has preferred to set his outsides more this season. But right now it's the middles leading the way for the Beach.
Alex Kondev serving. Pass in the back row from War. Goes right up to a one-handed set from Rosenthal. And the swing goes off Varga and out of bounds. It hung up in the air, almost came down onto the back line, just inches away from the Beach having a roof. Nick McRae looking over to the bench, wondering about challenging, but it looks like the Beach will allow things to play on. It's 10-9 Long Beach State. Tread Rosenthal serving. Setter for Hawaii right in front of the student section. Gets it across. Larson pass up to Pizzanti at the net. Sets up for Chris. And his attack is out of bounds without a touch. Back-to-back points for Hawaii, and they've tied it up at 10.
Jackson Chris got above the double block that time. He was expecting a touch. Instead, swings as if he's targeting high hands that aren't there, and it lands 5 feet beyond the back line.
Rosenthal to serve again, trying to put Hawaii ahead. Hits it across, pass from Larson as he was sprawling out of bounds. Set goes over to Varga on the left side. He hits line, but he missed it. Back-to-back attacking errors from Long Beach State, and Hawaii's ahead by 1.
Those attacking errors starting to stack up, and it's allowed Hawaii to get back in front here in set 1. The Beach hitting over 600, now back towards their usual stratosphere of hitting percentage around 400.
Charlie Wade, the 17th year head coach for the Bows, looking on. Rosenthal serves again. Pass from Larson right up towards the net. And Pizzanti uses 2 hands to slam it down. Jake Pizzanti elevates for a slam dunk, and it's tied at 11.
Jake Pizzanti's only 6'3", but when he decides to attack, there's really no stopping him. Gets above the net, throws it down, and we're tied up again in set 1.
Squared right up to it and used both hands for safety. Jackson Chris roll serve kept up by Greenwich. Set goes from the back row for Sakamoto. He found the open spot on the floor. That's a great kill from Louis Sakanoko. This went straight for the front right corner, and nobody was home for Long Beach State.
Long Beach still able to get 2 touches off the swing from the Sakanoko, but it's not enough. Hawaii looking all business right now, just trying to get a grasp on the pace of this frantic first set.
Adrian War serving for the Bows. Pass goes from Larson up to Pizzanti. Sets up to the backside. It's blocked but kept up by Larson. Goes for Varga now. Over a triple block. It's popped right in the air and is on Long Beach's side. Pizzanti dekes. Goes to Gayak and he slams it down. What a play from Jake Pizzanti again. Deked that he was going to swing on the second touch and instead gets it to Gayak for the kill.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's a play that Jake Pizzanti has seen time and time again this season from elite setters, and he replicates it. Going to Wojciech Gayak, and there's nobody at the net to meet the freshman. Pizzanti fired up as he's back to serve.
Here he goes. Pass goes beyond the back line. Stepping in. Greenwich with a bump set back towards the net. Sakanoko tries to wipe the block, and he does successfully. Louis Sakanoko has the kill to put Hawaii back ahead 13-12.
Louis Sakanoko now 3 kills on 6 swings. He's been setting more than anybody on the Hawaii side to start off this first set.
13-12 Hawaii, and they make a sub in service. Finn Kearney, the sophomore, back behind the line. Left-handed swinger, gets it across. High pass from Kondev. Pizzanti waits for it to fall. Now goes to Gayak on the left side, but gets blocked. Varga keeps it up. Pizzanti goes quick to the middle, and Braden Marquardt has another kill. Long Beach able to recycle and tie things back up at 13.
And another incredible play from Jake Pizzanti. He has to pirouette at the net to just find his option. Does a full 360 to set up Braden Marquardt. And this set has been electric, 13-all.
This might be the best set so far this season for Jake Pizzanti. Skylar Vargas serves into the bottom half of the net, and Hawaii's ahead 14-13.
And although Jake Pizzanti has been outstanding, this game is going to come down to the finest of margins, the attacking errors, the service errors. Neither team can afford to have them pile up here early in set 1.
Christian Tatriski serving for Hawaii. Pass from Varga. Pizzanti waits for it to fall. Goes backside for Gayak, and he delivers a kill again. Wojciech Gayak is the hot hand for Long Beach State. 5 kills already in set 1.
On only 8 swings, Wojciech Gayak coming off of some incredible performances against Jessup had 15 kills across those 2 matches, hit above 700 on night 1 against the Warriors.
Braden Marquardt to serve for Long Beach State. 14 all in set 1 between number 2 and number 3 in the nation. Marquardt gets it over and just out of bounds. Barely missed that back line, maybe by an inch or two. And that sends us into the media timeout with Hawaii ahead 15-14.
Going into the timeout, Wojciech Gajek was ready to get back in position for a serve receive. Both these teams on a frantic pace to start off set 1. Long Beach hitting 409, Hawaii hitting 385. The offenses have been efficient. We've seen block touches at the net. Everything that Nick McRae and Charlie Wade would have wanted to see from their teams to at least start this matchup has occurred. Now it's about the response for the back half of set 1 and who makes that set-defining run coming out of the timeout.
Long Beach State and Hawaii trading blows. It's 15-14 Rainbow Warriors as we hit the media timeout on 22 West Radio. (15-14) Hawaii to open up set 1. What a match this is going to be, and it's been a great start.
It's been a great start. This is the 104th matchup between Hawaii and Long Beach State all time. Hawaii hasn't faced an opponent in their history more than Long Beach State, and it's always some fireworks, some high-powered volleyball, some high-leverage situations when these two teams met. This first set has been no exception.
Long Beach leads the all-time series 53-50, so that shows you how back and forth this matchup always tends to be. Louis Sakanoko serving us out of the timeout, tips the tape, but Kondev passes up to Pazanti, goes backside for Gajek, swinging off the blockers. Rosenthal sets it up, and on the second attack, it's down for Hawaii. Sakanoko just takes it on the second touch and finds the left side line.
That's intentional. Louis Sakanoko recognized the set is coming from the 10-foot line, attacks from the Bic, and is able to roll one down. The beach caught unaware.
Sakanoko serving again, 16-14 Hawaii. Flips the ball high out in front of him with the right hand. Larson pass as he went to the ground. Pazanti goes for Varga from the back row, and Skylar Varga comes down the pipe to get the beach back within 1.
And the beach look over to Hawaii and say, whatever you can do, I can do better. Jake Pazanti turns to the Bic, where Skylar Varga has been incredibly successful attacking this season. And it's still only a 1-point set as we approach the red zone.
Wojciech Gajek serving for Long Beach State. Has 5 kills so far, and he serves into the net. It's the 5th service error for Long Beach State. Hawaii still without one.
And that's really crucial. Hawaii, not one of the best service ace teams in the country, one of the best serving teams in the country. Charlie Wade talks endlessly about turns behind the service line. As long as the ball is able to be kept inside the lines, Hawaii plays better.
Kainoa Wade serving off the bench for Hawaii. Pass from Kondev. Pazanti sets back to Kondev, and he gets roofed down. Rotating along the net, Tread Rosenthal with both his hands up above, and that's going to force Nick McRae to call timeout.
Long Beach State, the second best blocking team in the nation, but it's Hawaii with 3 blocks here in set 1. The introduction of Kainoa Wade gets Long Beach a bit out of system off of a hard serve, and Hawaii able to capitalize and be the more physical team above the net, and out to a 3-point lead at a crucial juncture. Can't blame Nick McRae for taking a timeout here.
18-15 Hawaii in set 1 on 22 West Radio. Hawaii is pulled ahead by 3 in set 1 as Long Beach calls timeout to try and recuperate.
Yeah, and both teams siding out at over 70% to start this game. And it's up to the errors for Long Beach State that need to be cut out if they want to get back in this set. 5 attacking errors, 5 service errors. Those are 10 points of Hawaii's 18 that have been gifted to the Rainbow Warriors by the beach.
Kainoa Wade will serve again. 6'10" sophomore and native of Hawaii. Gets it across. Larson pass in the back row. Pizanti ranges underneath. Sets up Gayak. He hits line and caught the blockers on its way out of bounds. Wojciech Gayak continues to deliver in set 1. He's got 6 kills.
Kainoa Wade heads back to the bench, makes way for Quentin Greenidge, the junior libero who has been outstanding for Hawaii this season. He's going to have a tough task now in serve receive against the best server in the nation.
Alex Kondev leading the NCAA in aces per set. This one's kept up by Sakanoko. Set up to the left side. Off the blockers, it's down. Adrian War has a kill. It hung up in the air after catching the Long Beach blockers flush before falling ever so slow to the ground.
That's Adrian Rohr's first swing of this first set. It has been a very well-distributed offense for Hawaii and for Tread Rosenthal, who already has 7 assists.
19-16. And here's Rosenthal to serve. He puts it into the net. The first service error of the night for Hawaii gets the beach back within 2.
And despite the errors, Long Beach still very much in this set. Just keep the ball in, keep it above the tape, keep it in between those lines. That has been easier said than done this season for Jackson Christ, who was able to dial up some aces, but also has plenty of errors on his season stat line.
Long Beach trails by 2. Christ serves across, it hits the tape, overpass up to a joust. Rosenthal keeps it on Hawaii's side. Oh my goodness, Travell Jordan has the kill, and what a set by Tread Rosenthal.
Jackson Christ is walking back to the bench with his eyebrows at his hairline. Oh my goodness, we're seeing the replay. Rosenthal goes up with one hand. Travell Jordan touches that ball down from 11 feet in the air. That is a highlight and a half for Hawaii.
The ball was parallel over the net, and Jordan elevated for windmilling it down. Here's another service error for Hawaii as War couldn't find the back line. 18-20. Long Beach trails by 2, and their setter goes behind the line.
And there have been a few plays from Hawaii throughout this first set that feel like they have sucked the life out of the pyramid. Hawaii now the first to the red zone. Long Beach down by 2. They practice this in the gym every day. They need a service run and some solid play by their back row.
Jake Pizanti serves. It's kept up by War. Rosenthal goes over to the right side, and it'll be a kill for Tatrisky. Varga caught a good piece of it, and it went straight back into the ground, but it looks like it just missed the line to be a roof.
Off goes Greenidge. Back in comes Justin Todd. Travell Jordan, a very dangerous server as well for this Hawaii team.
He puts it across, a float serve. Pass a little bit offline, but Pizanti gets there. Goes to Varga on the right side, and there's a tip before it went out of bounds. Just did catch a piece of the hands of the Hawaii blockers. Varga gets Long Beach back within 2.
But it's another medium system set for Jake Pizanti. He hasn't been able to set too many balls at the net throughout set number 1, which is why he has to push more to his outsides. The middles have been completely taken out of the game by Hawaii.
Varga to serve. Hits it across. Pass from Greenidge. Rosenthal underneath. Going for Sakanoko. It's high off the blockers and kept up by Pizanti. Varga steps into set. Goes to Gayak. Swinging, and it's dug out by Rosenthal. War steps in. Goes to Tatrisky, and he gets roofed down. A triple block was there for Long Beach State as Hawaii was out of system.
Tatrisky tried to get too cute in the face of the triple block, and Charlie Wade wants to take time out. Long Beach gets 6 hands across. Marquardt, Kondev, and Gayak. And Long Beach finally able to put one back down on the Hawaii side. A whole new set now with the Rainbow Warriors only up by 1.
21-20, Hawaii's ahead, and it's going to be a race to the finish line. Stay with us for the end of set 1 on 22 West Radio. 21-20, Hawaii's ahead as they called timeout, trying to fend off a Long Beach comeback.
And the Long Beach comeback has to start now. Both teams in the red zone now. And it's Skylar Varga back to serve. Among the nation's best to start the season at dialing up aces. He's gone a bit cold over his past few games. Now is the time to get the Pyramid Crown back into this set and get his team back in the lead in set 1.
The Beach have won 5 straight games now in the Big West opener against the Rainbow Warriors tonight. Skylar Varga serves us out of the timeout, but it's out of bounds. It's his 3rd service error of set 1 to put the Bows back ahead by 2.
His 3rd and Long Beach's 6th.
Christian Tetrisky will serve next. Sophomore opposite was injured for all 3 games that Hawaii played against Long Beach last year. Pass from Varga all the way back to Larson. Out of system, bump set goes for Kondev. He tips it over a triple block. Hawaii scrambling. Bump set goes over to the left side. Sakanoko able to tool the block anyway. Hawaii, even when they've been out of system, are hitting efficiently. And Nick McRae will call his 2nd time out of the set.
Louis Sakanoko was dead to rights. He swung with his feet on the Terraflex, did not get elevation above the net, and still came away with the kill. Louis Sakanoko's trajectory and his really upward progress in this Hawaii program has been incredible over the past few years. As a freshman, he was a player that Charlie Wade called super terminal. As soon as he was going to swing on the ball, somebody was going to score, whether it was Sakanoko or the other team. He has been able to grow as a sophomore last year and then now as a junior be a pivotal part of this offense. He has 5 kills in set 1 on 9 swings. Louis Sakanoko and this entire Hawaii team were able to ride out an early wave of pressure from the Beach and now respawn, finding themselves on the doorstep of a set 1 victory.
It's Long Beach State that's been the 2nd best blocking team in the nation, but they only have 1 block so far, Hawaii with 3. And in this matchup that was Hawaii as the best and most efficient attacking team in the nation versus Long Beach's block, it looks like Hawaii that's had the advantage so far.
Hawaii's had the advantage, and although the Beach have gotten touches, that block only came a few points ago on Tristan Tetrisky off of a set where he was low to the net and he was facing a triple block. That's one that the Beach should have every single time. And even if the Beach aren't able to take set 1 and Hawaii do get these final 2 points, it's about the play to close out these final few points that matters. There's going to be a long night in the Pyramid. This match is not won and lost on the next few points, but Long Beach State can't afford to give up 2 easy ones.
Christian Tetrisky will serve for Hawaii. 23 serving 20 in set 1. Tetrisky flips it up, hits into the net. Long Beach gets a point back, and they're within 2.
Big time for the Beach.
Now they're going to make a sub in service. Ryan Peluso comes off the bench. Braden Marquardt heads off.
Not only can Ryan Peluso serve, he can also operate as a 2nd setter on the floor for the Beach. So it's him, Pazanti, Varga, Kondev, Christ, and Gayak right now on the floor for Nick McRae's squad.
Hawaii contingent in the crowd is loud again. Pass from War. Set goes into the middle for Todd. It's popped up and dug out by Pazanti. Varga steps into set, goes for Kondev. Triple block there, but Pazanti digs it after the block. Goes back to Kondev, and this time it's roofed down. Hawaii with the triple block there twice as the set was telegraphed to Kondev, and the 2nd time turns into the roof they were looking for.
A little now you see me, now you don't from the Hawaii block. 3 blockers up. They get down, recycle, and Tread Rosenthal lets out a roar as he roofs that ball down. It's set point in set 1 for Hawaii.
Set point number 1 at 24-21. Bows trying to close it out. Louis Sakanoko roll serve, passed by Varga. Pazanti goes to Varga on a combo set. He tips it across and down. Varga found the soft spot of the floor in the front left corner. Nobody home for the Bows.
Backs against the wall now for the Beach. Wojciech Gayak stepping up to serve. What do you got?
Wojciech Gayak, nicknamed Woj, going to try and go on a run. Set point number 2, 22 serving 24. Serve is across, pass errantly over towards the crowd. Sakanoko keeps it in. Hawaii has the free ball though. Good chance for the Beach. Larson up to Pazanti, sets over to the backside and cross court, it's down. Wojciech Gayak has the kill. Long Beach gaining some momentum back, and Hawaii will call timeout.
9 times out of 10 off of a free ball. Jake Pazanti is going to the middle to find Jackson Christ. That time is the one. going outside to Wojciech Gajek, who has gone unconscious in set 1 with 7 kills. A la Nato Dickinson in that Big West Championship when he's had 9 in the Stan Sheriff Center last season. It feels like to start off this game, Jake Pizzanti has been most comfortable setting the Polish international, and turns to him in the biggest moment so far in set 1.
Hawaii calls timeout. They're going to have set point number 3 after the timeout, but 24-23, Long Beach has won 2 straight points, and they're not done yet.
And it feels like that this crowd is going to be split for most of the night. Hawaii fans have filled up an entire section of the pyramid, and then an extra bit of a section across the pyramid for about 4 or 5 rows. We saw Hawaii fans getting off a bus here before the game tonight, about an hour before first serve. The Hawaii fans have made all kinds of noise. I don't want to say, Bruce, that they turned it into a home atmosphere, but they've certainly done their best.
Hawaii always travels very well, and they've got a solid contingent in the pyramid again tonight. It's a sellout crowd, so still plenty of Long Beach fans in attendance as well. But Long Beach coming out of their timeout, they've won back-to-back points to get back within 1. If they can take this next point, we'll get extra volleyball in set 1.
And this is a matchup that has historically favored the home team because of the volleyball fan bases that Long Beach and Hawaii have. Now it's up to the Pyramid faithful to give it their everything and put all that love and energy into the arm of Wojciech Gajek.
23 serving 24 in set 1. Wojciech Gajek slams it out in front of him. Overpass back to the beach side. Gajek passes up to Pizzanti. He goes quick on a combo set, and Skylar Varga has the kill. Back row attack. We're tied at 24.
That's the run that Long Beach needed. And it's Skylar Varga once again delivering. We're extra volleyball bound in set 1. And it's another inch-perfect set to take away the Hawaii block from Jake Pizzanti.
Wojciech Gajek to serve again at 24-24. Hits it on a cross. Pass right up to Rosenthal at the net. He dunks down. Uses all 6'11" of his length to get Hawaii a set point again.
We came into this match wondering how offensive Tread Rosenthal was going to be. Well, there's your answer. Hawaii needs a point, and the 6'11" setter dumps one down on a Rosenthal rim rocker.
Set point number 4 for Hawaii in set 1. Serve goes across, and it's an ace. The middle blocker, Justin Todd, delivers an ace for the Bows, and Hawaii takes set 1, 26-24.
Justin Todd, only his 19th ace of the season. He can dial up a few when he's on his A game, and Hawaii able to escape set 1. Not as clean as both teams would have liked down the stretch of that set, but the Rainbow Warriors take the first frame in what is sure to be a long battle here tonight in the Pyramid.
You said it. Long way to go. We're through set 1 with Hawaii taking it 26-24. The Beach will try to strike back in the Big West opener up next on 22 West Radio. Hawaii takes set one, 26-24, and the Bows hit 455 on their way to the win.
Yeah, Long Beach through the first about 15 or 16 or so points of that first set were hitting above 600. They finished hitting just 382. Hawaii able to dominate at the net in that first set with 4 blocks, but it's the unforced errors for Long Beach State. 6 attacking errors, 6 service errors. That's 12 free points for the Rainbow Warriors, and that has to be the focus for this team coming out into set number 2.
Long Beach will look to continue leaning on Wojciech Gajek and Skylar Varga. 7 kills for Gajek, 6 of them for Varga, both hitting well above 500.
And Wojciech Gajek made some big plays in that first set, not only with his swings, but with his service. Hitting 583, as you mentioned, that's incredibly efficient, especially for an opposite. As for Hawaii, Luis Sakanoko leads the way with 5 kills on 9 swings. It has been a well-distributed offense for Long Beach State. Look for Jake Pizzanti to turn to his middles more if he gets good passes from his back row. Pizzanti forced into those outside sets consistently throughout set 1 because the passing drew him out to the 10-foot line. It all starts with a pass-off serve receive for the Beach.
Hawaii with 2 aces in set 1 and plenty more serves where they put Long Beach out of system. It's Hawaii serving to open things up in set 2. Luis Sakanoko back behind the line. Beach champ breaks out. Sakanoko roll serve dug out by Kondev. Set to the left side. Skylar Varga hits line, but it's out of bounds. Varga puts his hand up to say the set was in the right spot, but he just missed it, and Hawaii wins the first point.
Skylar Varga, 6 kills in that first set. Made some big plays down the stretch. Now the energy in the pyramid has gone a bit flat line, right? You lose the first set. Beach need to start making some plays to get this crowd back into it.
Sakanoko serving again for Hawaii. Hits across, Larson pass, Pizzanti long way to go, gets there, sets up for Varga. He swings, but it's out of bounds again. Somewhat out of system set from Pizzanti as the pass wasn't where it needed to be, and Hawaii wins back-to-back points.
Yeah, and the passing is coming really from everywhere in the back row. You got a 4 pattern right now for the Beach.
Now Sakanoko tried to throw a changeup over the net, but hits it into the tape. That gives Long Beach their first point of set 2. Jackson Chris standing in front of the sand pit. Will serve for Long Beach State, 2-1 in set 2. True freshman and Long Beach native. Jackson Christ hits it across. Pass from Sakanoko up to Rosenthal. Goes over to the left side, and War has the kill. Hawaii operating efficiently again as Rosenthal has the assist.
Yeah, and you saw that Jackson Christ took a little bit off of that serve, just making sure it got in and above the tape. Hawaii able to run their offense efficiently. Right now, it's the Rainbow Warriors throwing all the punches.
They were right in system off the slower serve from Christ. Serve across from Travell Jordan. Varga digs it out, but Kondev has to step in to set. Back to Varga, popped up from the blockers, dug out by Sakanoko. Rosenthal goes over backside, and there's another kill for Christian Tetrisky. Waggling his tongue in the huddle with his teammates. Hawaii's ahead 4-1.
Tristan Tetrisky is just so happy to be back on the floor. He's had back issues trouble him throughout this season. It's been a while since we've seen him at his very best, and if he's able to keep up this pace, Hawaii are in good shape.
Kondev overpass back onto the Hawaii side, and it's a roof for Long Beach State. That looked like it was going to be an easy Hawaii point, and Brayton Marquardt picks up a solo stuff to say no way.
Brayton Marquardt against Justin Todd. Tread Rosenthal faked like he was swinging on 2, but he's sitting inside a phone booth, and Brayton Marquardt just has to adjust his hands. Another highlight for the Beach middle blocker.
Second block for Long Beach State of the night. Now Jake Pizzanti, the Beach setter, to serve. Gets across, errant pass though from War. Set goes up to Tetrisky, and he missed the line. Almost a crazy shot from Tetrisky going cross court from the right pin, but just got it out of bounds.
Didn't miss that one by too much, and it was Kellen Larson diving in the back row, trying to keep that one alive. Beach back row is scrambling here in set 2.
3 serving 4. Jake Pizzanti has 17 assists so far tonight. Gets it across, better pass this time from Moore. Rosenthal sets to Todd in the middle, and he's got the kill. Moore and Todd were both right in the same area, but it's Todd who swings and puts Hawaii back ahead by 2.
And it's Hawaii running the middles here to open up set 2. Justin Todd can get going. That's only his first kill on 4 swings. Hawaii can really start to flex their offensive depth.
The third-year setter, Tread Rosenthal, serving for the Bows. 5-3, Rosenthal hits across. Larson overpass, Pizzanti tips it out of bounds. It's another point for Hawaii off of the serve. They're ahead 6-3.
And Tread Rosenthal's serve has been at least one part of his game that has probably developed the most during his time at Hawaii. Didn't come in with a jump serve. Now he's well over 100 aces in his Hawaii career.
6-3 in set 2. Rosenthal tosses and serves over again. Kondev up to a joust and swinging right down. Todd has the kill for Hawaii. Long Beach is struggling mightily in serve receive, and the Bows are taking advantage.
The passing is just all over the place, and it's coming from everybody in the back row. Kellen Larson, one of the best liberos in the country, has had a few errant passes here in set 2, alongside the guys who have struggled at times this season in Alex Kondev and Wojciech Gajek. But Hawaii on a 3-0 run is starting to threaten, at the very least, to pull away here in set 2 if the Beach cannot sort out their passing and serve receive.
7-3 Rainbow Warriors in set 2, and Nick McCrae calls timeout on the Long Beach bench. We'll be right back as the Beach try to scramble and figure this out on 22 West Radio. Seven to 3 Hawaii early on in set 2 as Nick McCrae calls timeout to give his guys a reset.
3 points for Long Beach State, no kills to speak of in set 2. Long Beach as a team hitting negative 750 with a trio of attacking errors. Hawaii dictating the pace of play here to open up set 2.
Troy Rosenthal will try to keep it going in service. The Bows have won the last 3 points. Rosenthal hits it over again. Larson, good pass up to Pizzanti. Quick to the middle, and Marquardt sends it off the blockers and out of bounds. Braden Marquardt ends the run and gets Long Beach back within 3.
Long Beach State boasts one of the best middle groups in the country, led by Ben Braun, who was on the bench to start this one. Braden Marquardt, Isaiah Pruitt, also part of that middle blocker group. We're going to expect to see maybe a few of them tonight if Marquardt can continue to play like this.
Skylar Vargas serves, pass from Sakanoko, set to the left side, and there's going to be a net violation against somebody. It is going to go to the Beach. Christian Tatrisky came down right near the antenna. Skylar Vargas was also in the area, so now there's a conference being had between the official and Charlie Wade. There's a challenge, it looks like going to be issued by Hawaii, so we'll get a review.
And Charlie Wade went over to the scorer's table to our right, looking for a paddle to lift up for a challenge like he's used to in the Stanton Sheriff Center. Couldn't find one and just raised his hand to indicate that he wanted a challenge. It's going to be on the net touch, whether it's Tristan Tatrisky or if it's Wojciech Gajek, not going up but coming down on the net. The bottom of the tape was wiggling and waggling, and Hawaii up to a 2-point lead as it stands, trying to widen the gap if this challenge is successful.
It was a good job by Tatrisky to even get the ball back over the net without hitting the antenna. The set was right above the pin. He was able to get it over, but then when he came down, the net was shaken. So we'll have a official review on the first challenge of the night issued by Hawaii. 7-5 Hawaii as the scoreboard currently shows. Long Beach would love to keep this point.
And Tatrisky, 3 kills tonight, 9 swings. He's hitting in the negatives, but he's having fun, and maybe that's the most important thing for this Hawaii offense, who have been looking for consistency more than anything else at the opposite position. It's been Kainoa Wade getting the starting nod for the last 14 matches. In the absence of Tristan Tatrisky, in last year's Big West Championships and the matchups against Long Beach State, it was Finn Kearney not only stepping into the shoes of Tatrisky, but leading Hawaii's attack. Tatrisky not having his best offensive showing, but he's looking good. He's looking healthy, and that bodes well for the rest of Hawaii's season.
The point is staying with Long Beach State, so that's the first unsuccessful challenge for Hawaii. Both teams get 3 challenges, and if we go to a 5th set, then 1 additional challenge is awarded if a team has lost at least one of theirs. So Hawaii with 2 challenges left. Skylar Vargas serving with the Beach down by 2. Varga hits the tape, but it's dug out by Greenwich. Set to the left side, and Tatrisky makes up for the missed challenge with a kill right away.
Tristan Tatrisky came up in Bulgaria, same hometown as the Nikolov brothers and Alex Kondev. They've known each other since they were kids, representing Bulgaria at the international level. Tatrisky really bummed out he couldn't play last year, now making the most of his opportunity. Back to dead even, 4 kills, 4 errors, 10 swings.
Adrian Moore serves, pass from Vargas, he went to the ground. Kondev, left side swing and line, and it did find the back left corner. Long Beach State wins the point on a great attack from Alex Kondev.
And Alex Kondev now back to dead even himself. That's his third kill.
Jackson Christ comes back onto the floor with Kellen Larson, the libero, heading off. For Long Beach, back in service, Braden Marquardt. 6 serving 8 in set 2. Long Beach trying to take back the momentum. Marquardt flips it out in front, hits across and out of bounds. For Long Beach, that's their 7th service error tonight. There's a nervous energy in the Pyramid that was felt throughout that first set, but especially now in set 2 after Long Beach dropped set number 1. It's a different energy than I remember in here against UCLA earlier in the season. Todd serves for Hawaii and he hits it out of bounds. So they trade service errors and Long Beach is down by 2.
The sand pit is packed out. This entire arena is full, but you're right, Bruce. That UCLA game, Long Beach started hot, winning the first 2 sets. This place was rocking. Hawaii snatched the energy late in set number 1 to take it 26-24. And Long Beach have not been able to get their feet underneath them yet here in set 2.
Wojciech Gajek serves across, pass from Sakanoko. Set quick to Jordan in the middle, and Travell Jordan has the kill. It was a rip set, and he just did get up there in time to put Hawaii back ahead by 3.
Travell Jordan caught that set at his shoulder, had to flat hand it straight down. 4 kills, 4 errorless swings. Travell Jordan batting 1,000 in the Pyramid.
Tatrisky serves now for Hawaii. Varga pass to Pazanti, goes quick to Chris, and the Beach respond with a kill from their own middle blocker to get back within a pair.
And for what feels like the first time in forever, the Beach are able to set the middle off of a solid pass. Jackson Christ eating good above the net. Only his 2nd kill. He's only been set 3 times.
Hawaii's clearly had a goal to take Long Beach's middle out of the attack. Alex Kondev serves now, and he's got an ace. In the back row, Sakanoko couldn't handle it. Kondev has moved into the nation's lead for aces per set, and he delivers one there.
Alex Kondev's 29th ace of the season. And now that nervous energy can turn into a bit of excitement as the Beach are only down by 1.
It's the first ace of the night for Long Beach State. Kondev serves into the net, so he gets 1 ace before the error gives the serve back to the Bows. Luis Sakanoko, Frenchman, back behind the line for Hawaii. 11 serving 9 in set 2. Toss way out in front of him. He rolls it across, and it's miraculously back over right into a sing for Tread Rosenthal. Long Beach was put out of system. Pazanti sprawled to the ground to try and send it back over the net. It hung above, and Rosenthal deposited it into the Terraflex on his first touch.
The Beach are just searching for solutions right now in serve-receive. Jake Pazanti asking for a spot of moisture to be wiped up. Luis Sakanoko is licking his chops right now behind the service line. Feeling good, chatting to his bench. He put the Beach out of system. Tread Rosenthal put down the kill. Hawaii back up by 3 in set 2.
Jake Pazanti also shaking out his right shoulder, so that's something to watch. Looks like he'll be okay to stay in the game, but he's moving around that right shoulder a bit after he dove to the ground on that last play. 12 serving 9, Sakanoko roll serve, dug out by Kondev, set over to the left side. Varga tries to tool the block, but gets denied. Kondev keeps it up. Pazanti deeks, then gets to Christ, and they're going to call a net against Long Beach State. Jake Pazanti came down near the net, had some words of argument before giving way. Hawaii's ahead 13-9.
Jake Pazanti just came down and caught the top of the tape, immediately trying to protest, and that might have tipped the officials off that something was wrong on the Long Beach side. A 4-point lead for the Rainbow Warriors.
Sakanoko has Hawaii on a 3-0 scoring run. Serves out of bounds. Ball bounces all the way into the sand pit, and the Beach are within 3.
Long Beach just needs something right now, something to latch onto here in set 2.
Jackson Christ will try to deliver. Top 10 in the nation in aces per set as a true freshman. Christ hits across. This one's kept up by Greenwich. Set goes over to Ward, dug out by the Beach. Pazanti goes to Gajek, and he gets roof. Oh, it did just get through.
Ooh.
Travell Jordan almost sealed it off, and it went straight back into the floor, but it was just barely on the Hawaii side. A shade late above the net for Jordan gets Gajek a kill.
And Long Beach are definitely shaken at the moment. You can see a few nervous faces when that ball hit the floor. Long Beach nowhere near their confident nation best on offense right now.
Stepping in, out of system set from War, and that'll be a point for Long Beach State. Tatrisky tried to catch up to the set, but hit it to the wrong side of the right antenna, Long Beach has won a couple points in a row now, and they're within 1. Timeout will be called by Charlie Wade on the Warriors bench.
And it's not so much that Long Beach are excelling at the moment, it's that they're scraping by and winning points. This is not what Nick McRae wants to see from his team. We've heard time and time again this season that they don't need to wait on a run for an adjustment to be made. They need to consistently adjust throughout sets and not allow Hawaii to stack 3-4 points in a row. They haven't been able to have success so far here through a set and about a half. I wouldn't be surprised if Nick McRae starts to turn to his bench, start to look for some new options to spark some life into this Long Beach lineup.
This is going to be a game of adjustments, not only through this match, but all the way into tomorrow. Back-to-back matches being played in the pyramid between number 2 and number 3 in the nation. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the rest of set 2 on 22 West Radio. to 12, Hawaii in set 2. Long Beach on a 3-0 scoring run, trying to come back and take their first lead in the second set.
It's been a 3-0 run, but it has not seen too much offense. It's seen more of Hawaii making mistakes. Look for this pyramid crowd to start to get re-energized here in set 2.
Jackson Christ roll serve kept up by Greenwich. Rosenthal sets up Sakanoko from the back row. Pancake by Gaia, keeps it alive. Left side, Varga gets it down for a kill. And there's the pyramid getting loud. It's tied 13-13.
And that's the play that the Beach have been searching for in set 2. Keep a rally alive. Get it to one of your best guys on the outside. Let Skylar Varga make a play and tie up this set at 13.
Jackson Christ to serve again. 4 straight points for the Beach. Christ serves out of bounds. Tried to dial up the speed that time and let it sail.
And now it's up to the Beach to stack results. You make a play, you serve it out, respond. What do you have next here in serve receive? The Beach have struggled so far in set 2 to just get a solid pass up to Jake Pizzanti. And we've already seen Trevelyan Jordan and what he can do from behind the service line tonight.
Jordan floats it over, overhead pass from Varga. Back set goes to Gayak and he slams it down. There was an opening in the back row for the Rainbow Warriors and Varga found it. It's 14-14.
Solid from the Beach. 1-2-3 volleyball. Pass, set, and swing.
Jake Pizzanti is in the middle part of that 3-step process. Now he's back behind the service line. Pizzanti's serve, errant pass all the way beyond the back line. Greenwich passes back up towards the net onto Gayak's side, and Wojciech Gayak used 2 hands to slam it down. Long Beach State has their first lead of set 2.
Not only Wojciech Gayak slamming it down, but using the block of Justin Todd to his advantage, pushing it to the short side and getting the kill. Long Beach take the lead.
Jake Pizzanti to serve, 15-14 Beach in the second set. Taps the ball on his right hip, and now he's ready to go. Pizzanti's serve is across, another errant pass from War. Set goes back towards War, and he found the open spot. A triple block was all up above the net for Long Beach State. War used a hook shot to just throw it down into the front left corner for a kill.
Adrian Rohr up there lighting the lamp, sees the triple block, just pushes it to a spot where there's nobody there for the Beach. And Adrian Rohr able to pick up his 3rd kill.
Good discipline from the Frenchman. And now it's Tread Rosenthal behind the service line for Hawaii. Rosenthal's serve passed by Kondev. Pizzanti goes left side for Gayak. He gets blocked, but Kondev keeps it up. Pizzanti now goes to Varga, who tools the block out of bounds. Skylar Varga with a veteran move to put Long Beach back ahead.
It's a neat play from Skylar Varga above the net, just able to roll it around the block, get the touch, and send it out of bounds. We've seen Long Beach try to dial up the power from behind the service line, and now they're getting delicate on the offensive end.
Nick McRae stepped up from the bench to issue some encouragement towards his players on the floor. 16-15 Beach. Skylar Varga serves low. Pass is going out of bounds. There's an ace for Skylar Varga as he joins the party and puts the Beach ahead by 2.
Adrian Rohr says that one's on me. He passes that one errantly. Tristan Tatrisky tries to follow it into the scorer's table to no avail. And this crowd's still on pins and needles in set 2.
Kondev and Varga are the top 2 servers in the nation in aces per sets. They've got the 2 aces for Long Beach. tonight. Rosenthal backside going for the right side, and there's a kill for Adrian War. Put it right off of Kondev and out of bounds.
Alex Kondev being kept relatively quiet here in set 2. Only one of his 3 kills have happened in this frame.
16 serving 17. Hawaii down by 1. Adrian War gives a high toss, hits it over. Pass from Larson, a good one right up to Bazanti. He goes rip set to Marquardt, and Braden Marquardt slams it down. This is the most momentum Long Beach has had all night. They're ahead by 2.
Braden Marquardt has the verdict above the net. Gets the set from Pazanti and unleashes. There's nobody there in time to meet the Grand Canyon transfer.
Caught him right in motion. Ryan Peluso subs in to serve. Lefty from Florida hits it across. Pass for Moore. Rosenthal underneath. Backside going to Tetrisky. Goes back across the net. Rosenthal again. Glances to Tetrisky again, and this time it's a kill. Kondev couldn't seal the pin, and it deflects out of bounds. 18-17 Long Beach State, and now the Bows will make a sub.
Yeah, back onto the floor comes Finn Kearney. Hasn't seen consistent time as an attacker this season. He's been used more as a service sub, but make no mistake, he can do both. And this is exactly the kind of position that Hawaii wants to be in. 18-17, they're in the gym practice in this situation every day.
Kearney's serve, pass from Gayak, right at the 10-foot line. Pazanti goes over to Kondev, gets blocked, but it's kept up. Now Chris sets the Kondev, tries to use 2 hands to block it, or tool it, but he gets blocked. Kondev a 3rd time, it gets through, it's dug out, scramble, Rosenthal pass back over the net. Larson steps in, Pazanti close to the net, goes to Chris, and Jackson Chris has the kill. What a rally. Long Beach got blocked 3 times, but then we're able to get it through, and Chris delivers the point.
Patience from the Beach on the offensive end. Pazanti able to finally get it to his middle, and all the credit on that rally has to go to Kellen Larson, making sure he's the one that touches the free ball to keep the Beach in system.
Wojciech Gayak to serve with Long Beach ahead 19-17. Gayak hits it over, pass right up above the net, and it's a roof for Jackson Christ. A one-handed set from Rosenthal went to Jordan, and Chris read it like a book. The true freshman makes it 20-17.
And now the Pyramid has a bit of life to it. Another beautiful set from Rosenthal that gets read like a book by the Beach block. Jackson Christ, a solo stuff, and Long Beach State are the first to the red zone.
3-point lead for the Beach. Gayak serving again. Pass from War, almost out of bounds. Pass goes back over the net, but a miscommunication lets it fall. Wojciech Gayak was caught on his heels, slams the Terraflex in frustration. Beach still ahead by 2, but that was a big mistake.
Oh, heart attack city for the Beach. That should never happen. A free ball from well out of bounds, and nobody calls it. Huge momentum buster for Hawaii.
Tetrisky serving for the Bows, and he serves into the net. Gets some energy back into the Long Beach crowd after that last point. It's 21-18.
And the sandpit starting to heckle the Hawaii fans. We've seen some chatter on the court already here in set 2. Now the stand's starting to get into it.
Alex Kondev serving for Long Beach State. It's a roll serve across, pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal dunks it down. Use the left hand up above the net, and on the second touch, it's a kill for Hawaii's setter.
Look familiar? Exactly how Tread Rosenthal ended the Big West Championship last season. Over on 2.
Nui Sakanoko to serve for the Bows. 21-19 the score in set 2. Sakanoko serves across and down. And it's going to be, looking back here, it looks like there might have been an indication for a foot fault. In live action, it sure looked like it.
There should be a challenge here from Long Beach State. It almost looked like Alex Kondev had stopped playing as the serve came across, anticipating a whistle. And instead of a challenge, Nick McRae issues a timeout.
It looked very clear in live action. I don't know about you, JD, but it looked very clear that Sakanoko had almost his full foot across the line, and the line judge reacted immediately, putting her flag down, but then play didn't stop. What a weird looking sequence that was as Long Beach State calls timeout. It's 21-20, Beach ahead by 1.
And we'll see how the rest of this set plays out. Long Beach were able to go on a late run in set 1 to make things interesting. Hawaii took it 26-24. This Pyramid has been a fortress in this matchup, though. Hawaii hasn't won in this building in 11 straight games, dating back to the 2015 season. It has been Long Beach State dominant in this building for the better part of a decade and a year coming into the 2026 season. Hawaii, if they can go up 2-0, will really have the beach staring down the barrel, as it has been a decent performance from Hawaii. Certainly not their best. Long Beach have just made more mistakes, and that's why at the end of this second set feels all kinds of nervy. Long Beach don't look at their best. They have not passed the best out of serve receive, and they're only up by a single point. That point really feels like it hangs in the balance right here, right now. Whoever takes the next one might go on to win this set.
Long Beach needs this second set. They're already down 1-0. Hawaii has stayed close after Long Beach made their comeback in set 2. Now they're within one after the ace from Nui Sakanoko. Stands as it was called on the floor, and now Sakanoko will serve again for the Bows. 20 serving 21 in set 2. Spins the ball on his left hand, then tosses with his right. Sakanoko roll serve, dug out by Larson. Pazanti goes to Varga, gets blocked, but Pazanti keeps it up. Kondev bump set, back to Varga, left side, over a triple block, gets touched, and then Sakanoko digs it out. Set to the left side, tip across, pancake again by Gayak. Free ball though from the beach. Rosenthal swinging, and it's down. On the second touch again, instead of a dunk, that time Rosenthal went on a full-blown attack, and it's 21-all.
Wow, that's what you can do when you're 6'11" and you see the back row scrambling. 4 bodies committed in the back row to keep that second touch alive for the beach. Rosenthal realizes the scramble and makes Long Beach State pay.
3-0 scoring run for Hawaii. Sakanoko serves again, pass from Kondev. Pazanti goes to Varga. Left side, he hits the line, but he missed it. The net is budging, and Jake Pazanti reacted like there's got to be a call, but nothing's coming in.
Pazanti having the conversation with Skylar Varga, knows he's the one that caught the net on his downswing. At least that's how it looked in real time.
Nick McRae discussing. And no challenge issued by Long Beach State. It's 22-21 Hawaii. Sakanoko serves again. Pass up to Pazanti. Back set to Gayak. He gets blocked, but it's out of bounds. War missed a roof by maybe 2 inches. It lands just out of bounds, and it's tied 22-all.
The Manoa Roofing Company has clocked in here through 2 sets. 4 blocks already, nearly the 5th, and a huge let-off for Long Beach State.
Let's go Beach chance breaking out now. Jackson Chris to serve for Long Beach. He hits it across, pass from Moore into the back row. Sakanoko steps in to set, puts it up towards the net. Moore uses the left hand to push it over. Chris Dick, Pazanti back set, goes over to Gayak, and he hits it! Back right corner, Wojciech Gayak with a perfect shot right onto the back line. It's 23-22 Beach. Hawaii calling timeout, and that was an unbelievable shot by Wojciech Gayak.
Not only is he attacking from the back row, he has to time it up with Jake Pazanti, who's also on his high horse, trying to get to the second touch. Long Beach retake the lead, and this is what we expected this matchup to be. Maybe a little nervy on night 1. Both teams not looking their best, but nevertheless competitive. And you can't ask for a better finish to a set than this. Long Beach 23, Hawaii 22. Charlie Wade has been here a long time. He knows how to handle these situations, and so does Nick McRae. Although he's a first-year head coach, he's on his 14th season on this Long Beach staff. 2 seasoned coaches who have seen some legendary matchups between these 2 teams, now battling it out here late in set 2.
23-22, Long Beach State ahead, and we'll keep it right here in the pyramid as set 2 is coming down to the wire. And issue a reminder, this is national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. Bruce Kuntz and JayDe Beaudry in the pyramid to bring it to you. 23-22, Long Beach State ahead, trying to close out set 2.
Yeah, and Tread Rosenthal has been outstanding for Hawaii. Right now, the Rainbow Warriors hitting 400. Rosenthal with 17 assists. It was after Hawaii lost in the national semifinals to UCLA that Rosenthal turned to Charlie Wade and said, "Don't worry, we understand this moment. We will be back." That climb back has not got off to the best start this season, but a chance to really make a statement here for Hawaii in set 2 against Long Beach State.
Jackson Chris serving for the Beach, and he hits it high out of bounds. 23-all off the 10th service error for Long Beach State.
That's going to see a change in service for Hawaii as well. On comes Kainoa Wade.
6'10", native of Oahu. Wade looking for a run for the Bows. 23-23, nail-biting second set. Serve goes across. Varga pass. Pisanti ranges underneath. Goes back to Varga. He goes power angle and it's down. Varga had to hang up in the air before finding the set and getting the floor. It's set point number 1 for Long Beach State, 24-23.
Skylar Varga hanging and banging. Great play from the Long Beach front row, and for the first time tonight, the Pyramid faithful can rise to their feet.
Jake Pisanti to serve. Set point number 1 for the Beach, 24-23. Pisanti gives a toss, hits it across, pass up to Rosenthal. Back set goes over to the right side, but the attack is out of bounds. Long Beach State wins set 2, 25-23. They were behind through the whole beginning, made a comeback, and then closed it out in the end. Goes down to the wire, but we're tied 1 set apiece.
The flags run the Pyramid for the first time tonight. Tristan Katriski, the one who swings it long. Long Beach fired up, certainly not at their best in set 2, hitting just .308 with 5 errors, but somehow they find a way to get the job done, make some big plays, and we're all square heading into set 3.
This is going to be a match for the ages, and it's only night 1 of a doubleheader between these two teams. 1 set apiece between Long Beach State and Hawaii, number 2 versus number 3 in the nation. Stick with us for set 3 up next on 22 West Radio. Back for set 3 between Long Beach State and Hawaii. The Bows took set number 1, but Long Beach struck back with a set 2 victory, and now we're playing a best of 3 in the Pyramid.
Yeah, we're going at least 4. Same thing that happened twice last season at the Stan Sheriff Center. Night 1, Long Beach State, Hawaii. It was Long Beach who took it in 4, and in the Big West Championship, it was the Rainbow Warriors who triumphed. It's never easy when these two teams met to get in and out in 3 sets. Not going to be the case tonight.
Long Beach, of course, after losing that Big West Championship final, went on to win the national championship. Hawaii fell to UCLA during that NCAA tournament. Both these teams with high aspirations this year. They've both lost to UCLA at one point or another, but this weekend likely will determine who gets to be number 2 in the nation.
Yeah, Hawaii losing out just last weekend to UCLA in front of over 10,000 fans at the Outrigger Invitational. That game from start to finish, Bruce, really not close. UCLA certainly looking the part of the number 1 team in the nation, backed up by their results in the AVCA poll this week, garnering all 25 first-place votes. Long Beach dropped a 5-setter in reverse sweep fashion to UCLA before dropping a 4-setter on the road at Pauley Pavilion. Long Beach able to take sets off the number 1 team in the country, but not able to pull off a result. this matchup this weekend means so much to both teams, not only in the way they're seeded for the rest of the season, but how much confidence they can take into the rest of Big West play, where they're expected to contend for that title once again.
Long Beach will get the first serve of set number 3. Alex Kondev is back behind the line, ready to take it. Has struggled a bit in serve receive tonight, but when Kondev has the ball in his hands, he is as dangerous as anybody in the country.
And we talk about the chess match between these two teams. The first move has been made by Charlie Wade. Out goes Travell Jordan. In comes Ofek Hazan at middle blocker for Hawaii to start set 3.
Ofek Hazan, a sophomore middle blocker out of Israel, has a lot of experience with that Israeli national team. So he's on the floor now for Hawaii. Long Beach with the same group out as they had through the first 2 sets. Jackson Chris, the middle blocker, on the floor to start set 3. There's a delay on the floor here before we get going.
Hawaii has 7 men on the floor right now. They're trying to figure out their new rotation with Hazan in. It looks like instead Hazan is coming in as the middle blocker 2 for Justin Todd. Hazan coming off a 6 block performance against Lewis, a new career high for him. He's a middle that has a different tempo and timing than Travell Jordan, something that Tread Rosenthal loves to experiment and work with. So a different look in the middle for Long Beach State to contend with here in set 3. We'll see how it all shakes out.
Hazan did head off with Greenwich, the libero, back on the floor for the Bows. And now Alex Kondev serves to start set 3. Greenwich with a pass. Rosenthal over to the left side. Swing in. There is a kill for Sakanoko. Good effort in the back row for Larson, diving after it, but he couldn't get there in time.
And Luis Sakanoko did not see too much of the ball late on in set 2. Still sitting on only 6 kills on 11 swings. Look for him to get active here in set 3.
It's Sakanoko who will serve right after his kill. 1-0 Hawaii in set 3, all tied at 1 set apiece in the pyramid. Sold out crowd looking on. Sakanoko spins the ball on his left hand, tosses it up with the right. Roll serve across, Kondev pass up to Pizzanti. Back set goes to Gaia, cross court dig right up above the net, goes onto the Long Beach side. Chris pass, Pizzanti back to Gayak again, and this time it's down. Wojciech Gayak delivers again. He's had a great match so far, and Gayak's up to 13 kills.
That's tied his Long Beach State career high. We're only getting started in set 3. He had 13 against UCLA, propelled by a huge second set. Wojciech Gayak on a historic trajectory so far tonight.
1-1, Jackson Christ serving, passed by Hawaii, set to the right side to Treesky, couldn't get it over the net. First they were waiting to find out if there was a block touch from Long Beach State, but then he gets blown dead, an attacking error from Hawaii.
All thanks to Skylar Varga waving his hand saying, no, 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 I didn't touch that one. Blow the rally dead. Long Beach looking to stack some early momentum here.
2-1 Beach, Chris to serve again. Flips it out in front, tongue dangling. This one's passed by Greenwich. Back set goes to Tatrisky again. Cross court, Gayak dig. Pizzanti going out of bounds. Bump set to Varga. He gets roofed down. Triple block up above the net with Jordan right in the middle of it, and Hawaii's got a roof.
And there was some congestion at the 10-foot line. Long Beach could not get out of their own way. Pizzanti, Varga, Kondev all went for the ball. And it was a worse traffic jam than the ones you'll find on the 405.
5 blocks now tonight for Hawaii. Overhead pass from Kondev. Quick to Marquardt, and that's out of bounds without a touch. Marquardt initially asked, saying that he might have got a piece, but now no protest. Hawaii moves ahead 3-2.
Braden Marquardt having himself a solid night. 4 kills now on 6 swings.
Jordan serves again. It's low. Varga pass to Pizzanti. Deeks a swing. Now goes to Varga, but it's dug out by Tatrisky. Swinging right on the second touch. Larson has a dig. Varga again used an open hand. Pass goes over the net. Hawaii swinging, and it's Rosenthal. That was a crazy rally there. Out of system on both sides of the net, and eventually it's Rosenthal, the Hawaii setter, who goes on the attack and gets a kill.
Everybody wants to go over on 2, and eventually it's Tread Rosenthal picking up the kill. Adrian War will get the assist.
4-2 Bows. Another serve from Jordan. Pass goes to the right side, and Gayak has the kill. So much length from the back row. He set a new career high with 14 now in the pyramid.
And we came up into this matchup talking about how the opposites were going to be impactful. I don't think we thought they were going to be this impactful. Wojciech Gayak, a new career high. Tatrisky still leading Hawaii with 6 kills on 17 swings. Look for him to get involved on this next point.
Tatrisky is hitting in the negatives. Serve from Pizzanti here. Rosenthal underneath, sets it up, cross court. Dug out, goes into the net, and Varga gets it back to Kondev. Back row attack, Hawai'i keeps it up and swinging. Sakanoko has the kill. Went for the right side line. It was again Long Beach out of system there, and Hawai'i takes advantage.
And Tread Rosenthal is looking in Tristan Tatriski's way before each set, just decides not to go to the opposite, sets everybody else at his disposal instead to give the Rainbow Warriors a 2-point lead.
Rosenthal serves, Larson pass within the back row, Pazanti ranges underneath, goes to Gayak, power angle, dig goes back over the net, and Varga passes it to Pazanti, back to Gayak, used two hands, and flubbed it out of bounds. Couldn't quite get all the way up there, and a double touch is called.
And that's the first attacking error of the night for Wojciech Gayak. Make that 14 kills, 23 swings, only one error, still hitting .565 on the night.
3-point lead for Hawai'i. Rosenthal will serve again. 6'11" junior setter. Standing in front of the sandpit. Now goes to serve. Larson dove straight in front of him. Kondev has to step in to set. Goes over to Varga. It's popped up and kept in the air by Hawai'i. Left side, dug out as Pazanti went to the ground. Kondev goes back to Varga again. Right side, and he's roofed down. Block goes right into the lap and the floor in front of Kellen Larson. Hawai'i is out ahead 7-3.
Adrian Rohr has his fingerprints all over that rally. 2 swings and the roof.
Now Nick McCrae calls timeout. Same exact scoreboard and situation as in set 2 when McCrae called timeout. Through 10 points, it's Hawai'i 7-3.
And it's another slow start for Long Beach State. Still trying to figure themselves out, at least in the way they're passing and trying to get their offense in rhythm. Wojciech Gayak cannot do it all. Neither can Skylar Varga. Once again, we keep saying it tonight, the middles have to get involved. Jake Pazanti doing his best to turn to Jackson Christ and Braden Marcourt. Combined, they only have 7 kills on 11 swings. Long Beach needs to distribute their offense a little bit more, pass a little bit better, and find a way to make a run of their own in set 3.
Long Beach's attack has been pin heavy. Gayak with 14 kills and Varga with 9. Long Beach calls timeout as they try to get themselves in system a little more often. That's been the standout trait for Hawai'i so far tonight on their serve. They've got 3 aces, but there's been so many more serves that have gotten Long Beach completely out of system or at least into medium system plays.
15 attacking errors, 10 service errors for the Beach. That's an entire set's worth now of points given to Hawai'i. And credit to the Rainbow Warriors block. They're doing their best to put Long Beach State on their heels, make them second guess those swings that against other opponents this season have been unconscious. They've come easy. Hawai'i was always going to be a challenge coming into tonight for the Beach. Long Beach State now still looking for that response and still looking for that run that gives them the momentum they need to close out a set with a bit more of a cushion than they were able to in set 2.
Trent Rosenthal to serve for Hawai'i out of the timeout. 7 serving 3, and it's into the net. Service error from Rosenthal gets the deficit down to 3.
And a successful timeout there from Nick McRae. It cuts out a 3-0 run, gives the Beach a chance to serve.
Skylar Varga back behind the line has 1 ace tonight. 0.7 aces per set on the season, second best in the nation.
Nationwide average is about 0.3.
Varga serves into the net this time. It's his 4th service error of the match.
We saw this with Skylar Varga against UCLA. Double-digit service errors on that night. Just could not get the ball in or above the net. Skylar Varga, though, make no mistake, he's a man built for the big moments. He's going to show up eventually.
Adrian Rohr serving for Hawai'i. Roll serve. Varga controls it nicely. Set goes over backside, and there's a kill again for Wojciech Gayak. He's up to 15 now as he continues to work on a career high.
And Wojciech Gayak is doing it in a multitude of different ways, sometimes attacking from the back row, sometimes stepping into the front row, and he's all smiles right now, reaching deep into his bag of tricks for every single kill, and you have to when you've been set 24 times.
8-5 Hawai'i. Braden Marcourt serving for the Beach. He hits it on a cross and out of bounds. Missed to the right side of the floor that time. Long Beach issues their 12th service error tonight.
Braden Marcourt not known for dialing up the aces. He only has 3 in the 7 games he's played this season. But at the very least, Long Beach needs to get these serves in to give themselves a chance in set 2.
Ofek Hazan serving for the first time tonight. Kondev pass up to Pazanti, right back to Kondev, goes cross court and he's got the kill. There's the in-system attack Long Beach has been looking for all night, and Alex Kondev has not been all that involved on the attack.
Only his 4th kill now. He's been set 13 times, has 3 airs. He's in the positives for the first time tonight with that latest swing. And there was a gap in the Hawai'i back row. Kondev able to exploit.
6 serving 9, and Wojciech Gajek hits the net. Just did stay on the beach side after hitting the tape hard. Hawaii's ahead 10-6.
Service errors really piling up now for Long Beach State. 13, not too bad, but when your opponent only has 8, it makes it feel a whole lot worse and like a whole lot more points than it actually is.
Christian Tatrisky serves, Kondev pass, goes backside, and Gajek lets it fly out of bounds. He's attacking from the back row and just didn't get to the ball in time.
And that one caught Charlie Wade in the Achilles. Had to turn away and flick it back to the service line.
11-6 Bows. Larson pass from low to the ground. Pizzanti goes back to Kondev. He tooled the block. Alex Kondev with a great play with one blocker up above the net. Just pushed it off him and out of bounds.
Alex Kondev over with 2 hands that time, tooling the block of Tread Rosenthal. Still a 4-point deficit for Long Beach State.
7 serving 11 in set 3. Kondev flips it up in the air. Roll serve kept up by Greenwich. Rosenthal goes over to the left side, and there's a kill for Sakanoko. Roll shot down in front of the diving outstretched arm of Wojciech Gajek.
Sakanoko now has 8, and this third set now feels like it's fallen into a predictable rhythm. Point, point, service error, point, point, service error. If Hawaii can continue this pace, they're going to continue to extend their lead up to their largest now of this set at 12-7.
Sakanoko serving for the Bows. Trying to keep Long Beach at arm's length. Roll serve kept up in the back row. Pizzanti goes to Varga, left side, swinging hard off the blockers, and it's popped up. Sakanoko dig. He emerges from the pipe, and Long Beach kept it up, but they're going to call a violation against Hawaii. Sakanoko arguing his case. It looked like that the call, JD, was a net or that he came down underneath the plane.
They're saying he came down underneath the plane, and Luis Sakanoko has been warned. Keep in mind, he's not the floor captain, so any jawing with the officials is not his job. That falls on the shoulders of Tread Rosenthal.
And Hawaii still arguing their case.
And the call they're looking at here is Luis Sakanoko attacking from the back row. Does he land before the ball lands? Officials said yes. Sakanoko said no.
During that short little stint, Nick McRae stepped out from the bench and was having a one-on-one with Braden Marquardt, issuing some direction to his first year with the Beach middle blocker. Marquardt's a sophomore overall, but played at GCU last year. Jackson Chris, the true freshman, serving now for Long Beach State as they trail by 3. Pass from Sakanoko, back set from Rosenthal to Treesky, swing in, one-arm dig from Chris, but nobody else is able to get there.
And Wojciech Gajek took himself out of the play, diving towards the back row. Chris took it off of him, and all of a sudden there was nobody next to the middle blocker. Another point for Hawaii. And once again, it feels like we've fallen back into the lull of this third set.
There's been a nervous energy, pins and needles in the crowd throughout the night. And when Hawaii pulls ahead, it really shows its head. 13-9, Hawaii ahead. Serve across, pass from Varga, Pizzanti underneath, right back to Varga, left side, gets blocked, but Larson keeps it up. Pizzanti now goes to the middle, Marquardt able to push it off the block and out of bounds. Full power swing, got just enough of it to send it out.
And for these elite athletes on both sides of the floor, the atmosphere doesn't affect them that much. They compete against each other at the highest level in practice every day, but there is something in the back of their minds that has to be telling them that the way this building is reacting to both of their plays is indicative of how this match has unfolded.
Pass from Greenwich over to the left side. War swinging off of Kondev and out of bounds. Kondev couldn't get the dig in the back row. War has a kill to put Hawaii back ahead by 4.
And by that, I mean when the pyramid feels nervous and feels like it's on pins and needles, the Beach look like they're on pins and needles. They're not being asked to make incredibly difficult plays, but when they are called upon to step up, it's looking difficult for the Beach, and that's why Hawaii are up by 4 right now.
Rosenthal serves, Kondev to the ground. Bump set from Pazanti, goes for Gayak, but it's a free ball for Long Beach State. First touch, Rosenthal. Sakanoko sets in, goes over to Tatrisky. Roll shot, sharp angle dug out by Varga. Gayak has the kill. There was a triple block there for Hawaii. Oh no, that caught the floor. It's a roof for Hawaii. Thought that got out of bounds on the swing from Gayak, but it just did find the line.
Right in front of our vantage point. That is a close call.
Looking at the replay, it didn't look like it found the line. There must be a violation called against Gayak. The ball deflected right over into our lap, so we were focused on that for a moment. Rosenthal serve. Pazanti sets up from the pipe. Kondev tipped it over and out of bounds. He also came down underneath the net. This is again the decision between whether the ball landed on the line before Kondev broke the plane.
That ball's definitely in, but Kondev was all kinds of awkward attacking from the back row, was almost hunched over with his arm above his head trying to swing on that ball. And Nick McRae will issue a challenge, his first of the night, basically arguing here, Bruce, that Alex Kondev was able to get the ball down before his feet hit the Terraflex.
It was a close one right on the left side line. Kondev was out of control coming from the back row, just tipped it over softly. And you see still Louis Sakanoko discussing with the official on the ladder, having his head shaken.
Either way, it's a 6-point lead for Hawaii at 16-10. Alex Kondev not having the best match of his Long Beach State career. He was certainly impactful last season at the Stan Sheriff Center. If you scroll all the way back on Alex Kondev's Instagram, back to 2024, his very first post comes after the 2023 U19 World Championships. It's a picture of three men, Tristan Tatrisky, Alex Kondev, and Moni Nikolov. The caption, best team ever. In the background, you can see Alex Nikolov still working on his serve. So for Kondev and Tatrisky to be able to face each other tonight is not only a big deal for them, but a big deal for their country. Expect these two men to be at the Olympics in a few years, and expect Alex Kondev to try to find his feet here in set 3, especially with the call now going in his favor.
It's a good challenge issued by Nick McRae as Long Beach gets the point on the Kondev kill. Rule is that it did land inbounds before Kondev came underneath the net. 15-11, Hawaii still ahead by 4 as Long Beach looks to go on a run, sending their captain behind the line. Skylar Varga, the Canadian, serves it over, overpass. Kondev swinging, but out of bounds. Kondev tried to go straight on the attack and missed the back left corner.
Kondev was falling away right about at the 10-foot line.
Just slightly over-aggressive there. Adrian War will serve now for the Bows. 16 serving 11 in set 3. War hits it off the tape. Larson pass to Pazanti. Back set goes to Gayak. He tips it over and Rosenthal slides in for the dig. War puts it up towards the left pin. There was a miscommunication. And now the whistle blows as a free ball went over. Might be an injury here. Oh man.
Louis Sakanoko took himself out of that play, Bruce. Less of a miscommunication, more of Tread Rosenthal expecting Louis Sakanoko to be on the left side, and he wasn't.
It looks like it might be a cramp.
He just kind of came down, didn't land awkwardly, but it looks like Louis Sakanoko's right calf might be giving him some trouble. Came down, didn't look like he was in too much pain, more that he just could not continue, and yeah, it's definitely a cramp. Having to get stretched out while Tread Rosenthal kneels over him, giving him a few words of encouragement.
We'll take a moment as Louis Sakanoko gets attended to. They're working out his right calf as he's down on his back on the Terraflex. 16-11, Hawaii ahead by 5 on 22 West Radio. during the break there was a challenge issued by Long Beach State to try and say there was a net against Hawaii before the replay was called, and the challenge was unsuccessful. So Long Beach down to 2 challenges now for the night. Score still at 16-11 as we're replaying that last point.
So the evidence inconclusive on the last call. It was initially called against Alex Kondev. Adrian Rohr doing a few hops in front of the sand pit, just trying to stay warm here. Hawaii have snatched the control here in set 3.
There was a replay called when Louis Sakanoko went down. So he's on the bench as the replayed point is ready to go. Adrian Rohr serves again. Varga passes all the way into the beach bench, and that's an ace for Adrian Rohr, Hawaii's 4th ace tonight.
And a change coming for Louis Sakanoko. On comes Finn Kearney, who can play it outside and opposite, and has been distributed around the Hawaii offense for as long as he's been a member of the Rainbow Warriors.
Now Long Beach State is calling timeout with the score 17-11. Hawaii ahead by 6, and the Beach looking to find some momentum like they did in set 2.
And every time the Beach have found some momentum here, it has been late in sets when they're approaching the red zone. Well, now's the time. Down by 6, you have to make a run. It was in the Big West Championships last season in set 4 when Long Beach was up by as many as 6 in set 4, and Hawaii was able to turn the tides. Hawaii did it in service, and Hawaii have been able to serve efficiently tonight for the Rainbow Warriors. They're out-acing the best ace team in the country, 4-2. It has been clinical from Hawaii from start to finish. They've never looked bothered. They've never looked unsettled tonight, something that Long Beach State over the past 2 seasons have become masters at. It's the Beach who are unsettled on their home floor right now. And on the first night of a sold-out weekend, there still feels like there's a lot to figure out for this Long Beach team. Not so much in the tactics, not so much in how they're lined up, but in the mental part of the game and how they're conducting themselves on the floor right now. These are the best players in the world. These are champions. They need to start playing like it right here, right now in set 3.
Long Beach is also the best blocking team in the Big West, and for much of the season have been #1 in blocks per set in the country. They have 3 blocks on the night compared to their 2.7 blocks per set average on the season. We're midway through set 3, and Hawaii has just not allowed Long Beach to play defense above the net at their usual rate.
Especially here in set 3.
Adrian Rohr serving for the Rainbow Warriors out of Long Beach's timeout. Serve is out of bounds. Long Beach lets it fly by. It's 17-12 Rainbow Warriors, and now we get the 5th-year Long Beach State player Connor Bloom subbing in to serve.
Only the second serve sub made tonight by Nick McRae. Braden Marquardt, his last trip behind the line resulted in an error, so in comes Connor Bloom, made famous for the Bloom Boom.
Slaps along with the crowd, and now Connor Bloom's ready to go. 12 serving 17. Pass goes up to Rosenthal, set over to the left side and swinging right down. Finn Kearney joins the party in a big way, puts Hawaii back ahead by 6.
Finn Kearney, a familiar face for this Long Beach State team. In the regular season series, had 17 kills on back-to-back nights at the Stan Sheriff Center. The left-handed swinger offers a different look for that beach block. That time he saw the Red Sea part as 4 hands were there to meet him, and none were able to seal off in time.
Kondev pass up to Bazanti, set quick to Christ, and Jackson Christ brings the hammer down. He joins the Long Beach huddle with some ferocity, trying to pump up his guys.
And it feels like Long Beach State just keep falling into a lull, especially here in set number 3. They need someone to bring that energy up. That someone can certainly be Jackson Christ, the Long Beach native and Millikan High School alumni.
Wojciech Gajek serving for the Beach. Pass from War, Rosenthal underneath. Goes to Tatrisky off a tip. It's a dig from Pazanti. Varga puts it up towards Kondev. He gets blocked, but it's kept up. Varga back to Kondev again. Left side. This time he's roofed down. We've seen that a few times tonight where Long Beach gets blocked and on the recycle go right back to the same look, and Hawaii gets the roof the second time around.
And it doesn't mean that the Long Beach attack is suffering in any way. It's that Hawaii just gets to stay in their spot and put 6 hands right back up where they just were. It's a lot easier for the block than it is for the attackers to come away with a point.
Tatrisky roll serve. Larson keeps it up. Set to Christ, and there's another kill for Jackson Christ. Long Beach finally getting their middles involved, but they're still down by 5.
At long last, Jackson Christ responsible for the last 2 Long Beach State kills, and he makes it look easy above the net, standing 6'10".
Alex Kondev serving for Long Beach State. Could use an ace or two right here, but this one's kept up by Greenwich. And here's a dunk from Rosenthal to right down for another second touch kill for Hawaii.
Tread Rosenthal really flexing his offensive muscles now. That's his 6th kill. He's swung, he's gone over on 2, he's done it all, and he's got Hawaii first to the red zone in set 3.
Finn Kearney, the lefty, serves for the Bows, and he hits it on out of bounds. Hawaii 20, Long Beach State 15. Jackson Christ back behind the line, looking for a couple points in a row. True freshman ready to go. Hits it into the net. Long Beach up to 14 service errors.
That'll bring up another opportunity for Kainoa Wade to step onto the Terraflex tonight.
Long Beach might be running out of time here in set 3 to try and make a comeback. We're all tied 1 set apiece. Hawaii 21, Long Beach 15 in the 3rd set. Kainoa Wade on the floor for Hawaii. He serves across. Larson, pass, Pazanti underneath, goes to Varga, gets blocked. Kondev keeps it up. Long Beach recycles. Pazanti back to Kondev, pushes it over, dig back across the net. Larson up to Pazanti, goes backside for Gayak, and he slams it right down. A great set from Jake Pazanti, gets an open swing for his opposite.
And he went to Skylar Varga twice during that rally before finally cooking up a D-ball, and it was pop, lock, and load for Wojciech Gayak. He could hear the reverberation on the ball as it contacted his palm. He's trying to fire up the Pyramid crowd as well, as the Beach are still down by 5.
21-16 Hawaii. Jake Pazanti serves now. High pass from War. Rosenthal right back to War. Left side attack is right down. Hawaii right in system, and they deliver another kill. These two teams trading blows right now, but it's Hawaii with an advantage.
And Hawaii in a favorable rotation right now with Tread Rosenthal getting ready to serve.
Hawaii trying to close out set number 3. Rosenthal serves across. Larson pass. Pazanti into the back row. Back set goes over to Varga on the right side, but it's dug out by Greenwich. War over a triple block and out of bounds. Tried to hit high hands, but Long Beach got him out of there.
6 hands just pulling the chair on the Frenchman. Still a 5-point deficit.
17 serving 22. Varga back to serve now. Hits it across, pass from Kearney. Set goes over to the right side for War. Dig almost out of bounds. Kondev all the way over into the scores table as the swing from Gayak goes all the way out of bounds. Wojciech Gayak tried to swing from the front row as the Beach were out of system and airmailed it. Hawaii back ahead by 6.
And Wojciech Gayak just doesn't have his legs underneath him at the moment. You saw 2 points ago on the floor. He was trying to stretch out his right leg, maybe getting a little bit of cramp from living above the tape tonight. 28 swings for the freshman. He's still trying to get loose, still trying to fight off a cramp. You saw it on the last swing. He did not get the elevation he wanted and paid the price.
23-17 Hawaii. Adrian War serving, 6'5" sophomore. Spins the ball up in the air, hits it over and out of bounds. If Long Beach is going to go on a run to get back into set 3, they might need it now.
Service error would give Hawaii set point in set 3. And now there's no service sub coming for Braden Marcourt. Nick McRae keeping Connor Bloom on the bench, trusting his middle blocker 2 to keep this one inside the white lines.
18 serving 23 in the 3rd set. Marcourt serving with the Pyramid fans on his side. It's controlled by Kearney. Set goes quick to the middle, and there's a kill for Hazan. It's set point number 1 in set 3 for the Rainbow Warriors.
Ofek Hazan able to rattle the cage, just punch it through the Beach double block. And now, having stepped onto the floor for the first time to start set 3, it's the Israeli looking to close out set 3 here.
Hazan float serve. Varga keeps it up. Pazanti goes backside, and a roll shot down the line. It goes for a kill for Gayak. His 17th, and that was another nice move. As he's walking behind the service line, he's going to get called back, though, clearly nursing that right calf. And so they'll make a sub in service. Ryan Peluso coming in.
Not just his calf, he's kind of gingerly holding his entire leg up to his hip. He has put in an absolute shift tonight, and he certainly has a dangerous serve. Not a man you want to see head to the bench in a situation like this. Hope he'll be all right to continue in this match.
Ryan Peluso serving, set point number 2, and it's into the net. Hawaii takes set number 3, 25-19, and now the Rainbow Warriors are ahead 2-1.
One thing to note, Charlie Wade tonight, quiet on the sidelines. He has let his men dictate not only the pace of play, but how this match has been run. Luis Sakanoko on the bench for the remainder of set 3 after he went off a few points before the red zone with what appeared to be a cramp. This is a Hawaii team looking to make a statement. They have struggled this season against teams that they should have beaten. Loyola Chicago, most notably, and Pepperdine have both taken matches off what is now the number 3 team in the country. To start off a sold-out weekend, Hawaii now 1 set away from taking a match off of Long Beach State in the Pyramid, a building they haven't won in over a decade.
Hawaii is going to try and close it out in set 4. Stay with us on 22 West Radio. Set 4 about to get underway between Long Beach State and Hawaii. Number 2 hosting number 3 in the nation in the Pyramid, but it's Hawaii who's ahead 2-1.
And for Long Beach State, you wonder how much gas is left in the tank. It felt like in that third set they were lulled to sleep by Hawaii, and the numbers back it up. Long Beach State in set 3 hit just 0.65 to the Rainbow Warriors 350. Wojciech Gajek exiting late with cramp. He's back on the floor now in set 4, leading this Long Beach offense with 17 kills on 29 swings, hitting .448. It has been a career night for the freshman, and for Hawaii, nobody with 10 or more kills. Tread Rosenthal has spread the wealth tonight, and it is now up to the Pyramid faithful to try to will this team back into set 4 and force a 5th.
Luis Sakanoko remains out for the Rainbow Warriors. Finn Kearney still in the front row. It's Adrian Ward serving out of the break. Here's a dunk and a kill for Jake Pizzanti. First time we've seen him go on the attack with 2 hands. On the second touch, Jake Pizzanti has the Beach ahead 1-0.
First time we've seen that in set 4. Was able to pull off a similar move in set 1. And Jake Pizzanti has had to do a little bit of everything tonight. 40 assists already for the setter.
Jackson Chris serves for the beach. Took a little bit off and Hawaii able to control it. They go to Jordan in the middle. Block kept up by Varga. Now attacking Pizzanti again. Jake Pizzanti has back-to-back kills for the beach to open up set 4.
And that one was a true swing from the 6'3" setter. Varga took the first touch. Jackson Chris put the second into no man's land. And Jake Pizzanti said, don't worry, boys. This one's all me.
Jackson Chris to serve again. 2-0 beach in set 4. Chris hits it in bounds. It just found the left side line as Kearney got out of the way. Jackson Chris has his first ace tonight. Only 3 aces on the match for Long Beach State. Team that averages almost 3 per set. And now Chris that hits the tape and it's down again. Jackson Chris with back-to-back aces as he pinwheels around and gets the student section fired up.
How about this for a start? Long Beach State down by 4 within the first 10 points of sets 2 and 3. Now they've ripped off the first 4 straight in set 4.
Chris serving again. This one's kept up by Greenwich. Back set from Rosenthal over to the right side, and Hawaii's on the board. A kill from Christian Trinsky. It's 4-1 Long Beach State in the 4th set.
Tatriski able to get his 8th kill now, hitting in the positives for the first time since set 1. It has been either kill or error for Tatriski throughout this match.
He's progressively been a little bit less involved in the Hawaii attack. Gets one here. Pizzanti sets up Gajek, and he fires right down the line. Wojciech Gajek has 18 kills, continuing to build on a career high.
Wojciech Gajek is going nuclear in the pyramid right now. Every single ball set in his direction is bouncing on the Terraflex.
Jake Pizzanti to serve now. Already 2 kills in this 4th set. Pizzanti swings far out of bounds. Too strong that time, and Hawaii's within 3.
That one goes into the VIP section and off the head of Nato Dickinson, who can now take to his seat and enjoy his front row view of this 4th set.
Hawaii serving. Rosenthal hits across. Larson pass to Pizzanti. He goes quick to Marquardt, but the attack is out of bounds. Tried to go for the left side line and missed it.
And that's the set from Jake Pizzanti that he wanted. Able to push it to the outsides. Looks to feed the middle. Marquardt just missed.
There's an open swing as well. 5-3 Long Beach State in set 4. Rosenthal serves again, and there's an ace. Alex Kondev couldn't handle it down the line.
First ace of the night for Tread Rosenthal. The 106th of his Hawaii career.
Rosenthal's in the top 25 in the country in aces per set as well. Hawaii trails by 1. This time Kondev handles it. Pizzanti in the back row sets up Gajek left side. It's dug out on a cross-court attack by Greenwich. Set from Rosenthal goes over to the left side for Kearney. Dig across the net and out of bounds. Hawaii's won 4 straight points to tie it up.
And even with Long Beach getting the first 4 points here in set 4, Hawaii find a way to snatch the momentum right back. It's incredible the way this Rainbow Warriors team has come into this building and made it feel like they're home tonight.
There's a level of control that the Rainbow Warriors have played with throughout this entire match. There's a traveling contingent that has made the crowd feel comfortable, and the Rainbow Warriors have just looked like that they are in business throughout this match. Tread Rosenthal serving again for the Bows. 5-5 in set 4. Rosenthal hits it into the net. Service error number 12 for Hawaii ends the scoring run.
Rosenthal does his job though. Go on a run. Get that top spin serve down and in and put the beach under pressure.
6-5 Long Beach State. Skylar Varga back behind the line to serve. Varga has 1 ace tonight. Swings far out of bounds this time though. Varga opened up the season absolutely killer from behind the service line, but during those 2 UCLA matches seemed to hit a snag and hasn't quite found his usual rhythm since. Finn Kearney to serve. Spins the ball sideways, hits it over. It's controlled by Larson. Pizzanti goes to Kondev. Overhead touch across, dug out by Kearney. Left side, War gets dug out. Pizzanti goes back to Kondev, uses 2 hands to push it over, but they're going to give the point to Hawaii. A double touch against Alex Kondev, and the Rainbow Warriors are in the lead.
And Long Beach had a chance to really put something down there. Roar got disrupted by the block. Gayak got it to his setter, and it was Alex Kondev making the only run on the pins.
Finn Kearney serves again. Kondev popped it up. Set goes to Gayak, cross court, and he's got the kill. Kearney had his dig fly out of bounds. 7-7 in a set 4 that Long Beach has to win.
Long Beach has to turn on the gas here at some point in set 4.
Braden Marquardt going back behind the line. There's a huge discrepancy in total attacks tonight. Long Beach with 99, Hawaii with only 70, but the efficiency has been so much better for the Bows. 371 hitting compared to Long Beach's 253. Serve kept up by Kearney. Set goes over to the right side, but it's a roof for Jackson Christ. A big block up above the net from the true freshman gets Long Beach back ahead.
And the big dogs gotta eat. Trying to set the bic, and Finn Kearney meets the hands of Jackson Christ.
8-7, Long Beach State in set 4. Braden Marquardt to serve. Hesitates for a moment, gives a deep breath. Now he's ready to go. Hit across, sliding to the ground. Greenwich keeps it up. Set goes to the right side. Roll shot is over and down. Christian Tatrisky with a nice roll shot, and he does his celebration again, turning around and waggling his tongue.
Wojciech Gayak dove on the ground to try to keep that ball alive, and then rubbed himself on the Terraflex for a few seconds, just trying to catch a breather and make sure that our floor crew had something to do. Nick McRae also taking the opportunity to talk to the down judge. Some real gamesmanship happening right now for Long Beach State as this set is tied at 8.
Ofek Hazan to serve for the Rainbow Warriors. 8-8 in set 4. Hazan floats it over. Varga past to Pizzanti, goes quick to Christ, and Jackson Christ has another kill. He's up to 6 on 8 swings.
Excellent work from Jackson Christ, among the best blockers in the nation. Has not had too much to do above the net tonight, only recently picking up his second block. But if he can get involved in the offensive end, it's going to make Jake Pizzanti's job distributing the ball a whole lot easier.
Wojciech Gayak serving, hits it over and down. They're targeting Finn Kearney in service, and it works there. Gayak has an ace.
Wojciech Gayak unable to close out set number 3 when he would have been the one behind the line. Just jams up Finn Kearney right into his breadbasket. Long Beach up to a 2-point lead.
It's Gayak's first ace tonight. He goes again, and he hits it out of bounds. Kearney had to duck out of the way of that one. Long Beach still ahead by 1.
68 miles an hour off the arm of Wojciech Gayak, still swinging away after 32 attacks so far in this match.
Tatrisky serving now into the middle of the net. Long Beach 11, Hawaii 9. The Beach trying to force a 5th set if they can take this one. Alex Kondev back behind the line next.
First look off serve receive for Hawaii here is Travell Jordan in the middle.
Roll serve, pass goes up above the net, and Rosenthal, what a play by the Hawaii setter. Uses right hand to just flip the ball down into the short right corner behind him. That was a crazy kill for Hawaii.
Little a la Moni Nikolov on the kill, spinning around with the reverse one-handed jam.
War serves, pass from Larson. Right at the 10-foot line. Back set from Pizzanti to Gayak. Rosenthal keeps it alive, and a free ball is across the net from Hawaii. Pizzanti now goes to Varga, and he gets roofed down. Another great play by Hawaii. Travell Jordan has the roof, but now Rosenthal is down and holding his left leg.
Rosenthal caught a cramp on his way down. Landed just fine. He's all smiles. He's going to be okay. But involved on that roof alongside Travell Jordan, and just needs to get stretched out for a second. We've seen a few Hawaii players now go down with some cramps. Louis Sakanoko first, who's now on the sidelines, dressed in a jacket and limping towards the floor, trying to offer Tread Rosenthal and his teammates some water. It has been a testament to just how much these players have left on the Terraflex tonight, and how much Tread Rosenthal has exerted himself running this offense. 28 assists and 7 kills. It has been nothing short of a masterclass.
Rosenthal looks like he's going to be able to stay out there. Walking a little gingerly on the left leg, but he appears to be okay. It's 11-11 in set 4. Hawaii going to serve. Adrian Rohr back behind the line.
Fred Rosenthal, graduate of Mira Costa High School. They've got a big match tonight against their crosstown rivals, Loyola. Rosenthal making his alma mater proud tonight in the Pyramid.
Rohr serves across. Pass from Varga. Pizzanti goes right back to him. Hitting line, but it's dug out by the Bows. Set to the left side, and there's a kill for Kearney. Triple block was there for the Beach, but Kearney put it off the right side arm, and it's 12-11 Hawaii.
Hawaii now starting to evolve with a triple block in their faces. Kearney recognizes that there's some space on the near side, gets the touch, and the Bows take the lead.
Rohr, roll serve, kept up by Larson. Pizzanti going for Gajek, and it's dug out in the back row by Rohr. Right side to Treesky, swinging, but it's roofed down. Jackson Christ again with a block. It was a low attack, hit the tape hard, but Christ also got a piece of it before it hit the floor.
Half tape, half hands there for Jackson Christ and Skylar Varga. It bounces right into the back row, and it looks like Varga and Christ will both get credit for the block assist.
Here's Chris to serve. Had 2 aces earlier in this set. Roll serve kept up by Rohr. Set goes to the backside. Cross court dug out by Pizzanti. Kondev swinging back row, and he got it through a triple block. The Beach were out of system, but Kondev still able to get the kill.
And it was the middle blocker, Braden Marcourt, setting the bic from the front row. He gets out a big flex of his muscles, as it feels like this 4th set is setting up to be a dogfight.
Jackson Christ in front of the sand pit. 13-12, Long Beach State in set 4. Christ hits it across. Pass goes right up to the net. Rosenthal sets to the left side for Kearney. It's popped up, and Kondev overhead pass keeps it alive. Varga goes up to Gajek. Off a tip, it's down. Wojciech Gajek has the kill, and the Pyramid is energized. Jackson Christ will serve again with the Beach ahead by 2.
That is unreal. Unreal.
Oh, and now there's a cramp on the Beach side, it looks like, with Wojciech Gajek down on his back.
It was Wojciech Gajek getting the kill, wheeling away, and then going down as he realized that right leg is still bothering him. 20 kills now for the freshman on 35 swings. He has not had a night like this in a Long Beach State uniform until tonight, and he's almost single-handedly kept Long Beach State alive. And now in set 4, given the number 2 team in the nation and the defending national champions the lead.
The Pyramid's going to need an airdrop of electrolytes. 3 players have cramped mid-match now, with Gajek back up on his feet. Getting some applause from the Pyramid fans as he's testing out his right leg. He's going to have to go to the bench.
And something to note here, Daniil Hurstanovic is on the bench tonight for Long Beach State and dressed. Was able to come out and start the match on night 2 against Jessup. Didn't make it through the first set. Still dealing with some back issues, it looked like. And now the opposite replacement for Wojciech Gajek is going to be Connor Bloom, who has not suited up at that position this season.
Bloom is in the game as the new opposite. 5th year for Long Beach State. Brings a veteran presence onto the court. You have to imagine Long Beach State would like to have one of Hurstanovic or Gajek out there at that spot.
Especially if we go to a 5th set. Connor Bloom, a very good outside hitter, but once again, a position he's not used to playing in this building.
14-12 Beach. Chris serves out of bounds. Gets Hawaii back within 1.
Jake Pizzanti signaling for the bench to challenge the in-out call here.
And Nick McRae will oblige. This will be a big challenge here for Long Beach State as they try to get an overturn.
Long Beach 2 challenges in that 3rd set, 1 successful, 1 not. So Nick McRae still has 2 here. A little bit more about Connor Bloom stepping in at opposite. Time and time again this season, Nick McRae has called him a closer. It's his 5th year with the program. He's one of the captains on this team alongside Skylar Varga. He's been distributed more this season than really he has in his entire Long Beach State career, being put into a big spot here against Hawaii at the opposite position. It's going to be him and Skylar Varga on the pins alongside Alex Kondev for the rest of this fourth set. How much does Jake Pizzanti trust him? How does this change the offense? We are yet to see. Connor Bloom also struggling at times this season at outside hitter when he's in serve receive. The passing dynamic for Long Beach State has not been at their best. Connor Bloom adds another dimension to that with Wojciech Gajek off the floor, who also leads this team in kills with 20 tonight. A big loss in all aspects, but make no mistake, Connor Bloom, a veteran of this squad, built for moments like this. He's trained this position 100 times in the gym. He's no doubt ready. The question is, how well can he perform?
Call is in, and it's staying with Hawaii. So the serve just did miss the line, and Long Beach is down to one more challenge. If it does go to a set 5, Long Beach will get one back. 14-13 the score. Long Beach ahead by 1.
Charlie Wade turning over to us, saying, was that out? I think it was out by at least a foot, and he gets to smile towards his own bench now.
Travell Jordan serving for Hawaii. Pass from Varga. Pizzanti sets up for Bloom, and he hits it out of bounds. So Pizzanti tried to go straight to Bloom off the bench, but he missed the line by quite a bit.
And everybody in the Long Beach State practice gym plays every position, right? So Connor Bloom has been at the opposite position before, and he's been at that position in practice this week. Just could not get his arm around the ball properly, and we're tied at 14.
Float serve from Jordan. Varga overhead pass. Right back to him. Power angle shot is down and in bounds. There's the bread and butter move for Skylar Varga, and it gets the Beach back ahead by 1.
And that's what the Canadian is so good at. Picking out his angles, beating the block to the near side. Double-digit kills now for Skylar Varga.
Now we've got an immediate timeout on the floor. There's been a couple of challenges and different pauses through this fourth set, so there was a hesitation as the officials realized nobody's actually called a timeout so far. So it's 15-14 Long Beach State as we hit the media timeout. The Beach 10 points away from sending this to a 5th set. Stay with us on 22 West Radio. Back out on the floor with Jake Pizzanti serving out of the break. 15-14, Long Beach State in set 4. Pizzanti hits it out of bounds. This is going to be a great finish coming down in the fourth set. 15-15, Hawaii 1-set victory away from taking the match against Long Beach State. You mentioned earlier in the broadcast, JD, Long Beach has won 8 straight regular season home matches against Hawaii at the Pyramid. So Hawaii trying to break that streak tonight. Tread Rosenthal serves. It's kept up by Kondev. Pizzanti backs it. Goes to Varga on the right side. Roll shot sliding in. Greenwich with the dig. They go over to the left side. Swinging Kearney. Gets dug out. Larson puts it back over the net though. Kearney pass up to Rosenthal. Goes over to the right side. Pushed over with the left hand by Tatriski. Pizzanti goes to Marquardt. Popped way up in the air. First touch Rosenthal. Set goes over to Kearney. Cross court is out of bounds. A long rally goes the way of the Beach, and now another man down on the Hawaii side. It's Tread Rosenthal again holding his left calf. He's back in a cramp.
Rosenthal immediately cramping up, was a bit slow on that rally. Adrian Rohr forced into a second touch. And for Hawaii, they need Tread Rosenthal to be ready, because if he's not, it's going to be up to the freshman setter, Magnus Hardevik, who's getting ready on the sidelines right now, if Rosenthal cannot continue here in set 4.
Magnus Hedervik on the sidelines, freshman from Norway. Rosenthal's back up on his feet though and hopping over towards the Hawaii huddle. Have to imagine 2 different full-blown cramps that have required pauses in the game action will take its toll at some point.
And make no mistake, the Pyramid is hot tonight. We're in the middle of a heat wave in Southern California. We're dressed in suits. I don't know if I've ever been this warm in the pyramid. You can feel the humidity in the air that has to be playing a factor in a building that is usually ice cold.
16-15, Long Beach State. Skylar Varga serving with Rosenthal still out there on the Hawaii side. Pass goes right up to him. Over to the left side. Tatrisky couldn't keep it in. Attack goes on the wrong side of the antenna, and that was a long set from Rosenthal.
Long set. Tatrisky couldn't handle the heat. Timeout Hawaii.
17-15, Long Beach State as Charlie Wade calls timeout.
And now that we just got talking about the temperature, I'm starting to really feel it here. It is warm in this building. Surprised if it's not up in the low 70s right now. And it's really starting to play a factor on this game. Long Beach up by 2, just about halfway through set 4. There is a lot of volleyball left to play here tonight.
The Bows call timeout. And it's going to be something to watch here with Hawaii's setter, Tread Rosenthal, the standout and one of the leading candidates for the Pursuit of Big West Player of the Year. He has gone down a couple of times with cramps. So we'll see if that affects him, if he's even able to stay on the floor. For now it's 17-15, Long Beach State in the 4th set. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry. You're listening to national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. 17-15, the Beach 8 points away from sending this to a 5th set.
And Tread Rosenthal, born in Texas, moved to California to play high school volleyball. He's going to step back on the Terraflex here. Unbelievable. He played 5 sports growing up, was initially a libero at 12 years old before he was forced to learn the outside hitter position due to injuries to his teammates. He's played every position in his life except for middle blocker, and he's now the setter for this Hawaii team needing to come back in set 4.
And his dad played 9 years in the NFL as he sets over to the right side, and Kearney delivers a kill. Was such a standout when he stepped in the starting lineup last year for Hawaii in the 3 games against Long Beach State. Came off the bench midway through this one. Now he'll serve after the kill. 17-16, Long Beach State. Kearney flips the ball out in front of him, serves across. Larson pass to Pizzanti, goes over to the left side. Kondev hits line and puts it right into the lap of Rosenthal, and then the ground. Beach lead is back to 2.
When Tread Rosenthal was at Mira Costa High School, it was his coach, Avery Dross, that compared him to LeBron James because of his height and because of the way he is unselfish at the setter's position. You might need to see a little bit more selfishness out of Rosenthal here. It's Ryan Peluso ready to serve for the Beach.
Peluso subs in. Pass from Greenwich. Goes over to the left side, and it's a roof for Connor Bloom and Jackson Christ. War couldn't get it through the blockers of the Beach. They were moving left to right along the net and send it right back.
And the Beach bench is fired up. Big time block from Jackson Christ.
A 3-point lead for Long Beach State in set 4. Peluso serves again, but it's up and out of bounds. Lead is down to 2. Still a buzz going in the pyramid as Peluso will go back to the bench. Braden Marquardt back in.
And that's a buzz that this building hasn't had in quite some time. Job's not finished yet in set 4. On comes Kainoa Wade, the son of head coach Charlie Wade. One of the best players in Hawaii high school history. Graduated early to join this Hawaii team, has not looked back now in his sophomore season.
Kellen Larson back in. Pass from Bloom over to the left side. Kondev gets it through. There was not a lot of space between the Hawaii blockers, and Kondev just pushed it right down.
How tricky from the Bulgarian. We got to see this one again on the Jumbotron.
When he first elevated, it looked like he was going to try and tool the block, but instead he just pushed it right through. It almost looked like he deked the tool so that he could push it down the line. That's a great play by Kondev. Connor Bloom serving now. 3-point lead for the Beach is there in the red zone. Pass from the back row. Rosenthal goes up to War, and he gets blocked, and then it goes to the Beach. Momentarily, it looked like Hawaii kept it up and kicked it over the net, but then they will call it a roof. Bloom and Christ again up above the net. Long Beach's lead is at 4, and Hawaii calls another timeout.
All of a sudden, Long Beach State got the building on their side. We've been talking about it all night long. When is this team gonna show up? The answer, late in set 4. Needing 4 more points to close it out. Those are gonna be a hard 4 points to get. You better believe it. But this team has had to battle all night long. Just find a place where they are comfortable against Hawaii. That place, that time is now. Long Beach 4 points away from a set 4 victory and taking us to 5.
Listen to the Pyramid crowd. Let's go Long Beach breaking out as the Beach are 4 points away from sending this match to a 5th set. Stay with us on 22 West Radio. (21-17), Long Beach State ahead by 4, and a wave has started in the Pyramid. Long Beach State trying to close out this 4th set and send it to a 5th.
And it's Hawaii trying to change the tide now in set 4. They're hitting dead even, their worst hitting percentage of the night. Through 4 sets, Bruce, 28 ties, 15 lead changes. It's been back and forth all night long. The Beach hoping to keep that trend at bay now and hold on to this 4-point lead. Try and force a 5th.
Connor Bloom serving out of the Hawaii timeout, kept up by Greenwich. Set goes over to the right side. Tetrisky swinging cross court. It's dug out, but then the pass from Larson is all the way into the student section as he himself leaped up in there as well. It's a kill for Tetrisky. He gets Hawaii back within 3. And now Kellen Larson's getting an ovation for his effort.
That ball just blew into the 3rd row of the sand pit. Larson thought he would be able to track it down before it got there. Still giving it his all in set 4.
Christian Tetrisky serves into the net, and Jake Bazzanti gives a full fist pump as the Beach are back ahead by 4.
4th service error of the night for Tetrisky.
Alex Kondev now going back behind the service line. Kondev with 1 ace tonight, 1 of 5 for the Beach as a team. Roll serve. Kept up by Jordan. Set goes right back to him. Popped up, and Kondev has the kill. Bazzanti from the back row sets up Varga. Triple block there, but he tools it out of bounds. Skylar Varga with the veteran move gets the Beach ahead by 5.
In the absence of Wojciech Gajek, Skylar Varga has stepped up. 2 kills now in set 4. Crafty in the face of the triple block.
Kondev will serve again. The Beach 2 points away from winning set number 4. Kondev hits it across. It's controlled by War. Set back to him from the left pin, but it's blocked. Did it stay in bounds? No, it did not. It rolled parallel to the tape, and Skylar Varga is begging for a challenge from his head coach.
Jake Bazzanti now talking with Skylar Varga, communicating what he saw on the other side of the floor, and the Beach will not challenge this point.
They're playing on.
Let him play.
It's Adrian War serving after his kill. 19 serving 23. Pass from Kondev. Low to the ground. Bazzanti goes over to Varga. He tries to push line, and he got it. Skylar Varga makes it set point number 1. The Beach 1 point away from sending this match to 5.
How about it? How about the fight? How about the Long Beach grit to set up set point?
And Jackson Chris behind the line has 2 aces already within this 4th set. Can he get one more? Chris with the tongue dangling, hits a cross and out of bounds. Hawaii still alive at 24-20.
Hawaii still alive and still kicking.
It's the Bows with a 2-1 lead. Long Beach State trying to close out set number 4. Travell Jordan to serve for Hawaii as they need a run. Set point number 2. Jordan serves into the net. Long Beach wins set 4, 25-20, and the Pyramid erupts. We're going to a 5th set between the number 2 and number 3 teams in the nation.
You got one more in you, Bruce?
Oh, I'm thrilled.
I think we do. We're going 5. Just like these 2 teams went on night 2 last season at the Stand. What a match that was. And what a match this one has been as well. Far from Long Beach's best. Far from Hawaii's best at times. And nevertheless, it's going to come down to the final 15 points. You couldn't ask for anything better in the Pyramid.
There's been cramping, there's been mistakes, there's been everything in the book. Both these teams having to persevere to get where we are now, but we're going to a 5th set. So Varga, Bloom, and Rosenthal doing a coin toss. We will be right back for set number 5. Do not go anywhere on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State and Hawaii going to a fifth set, number 2 versus number 3 in the country in the Big West opener, and all the theatrics have been present in the Pyramid.
We've seen it all tonight. We really have. And we've been waiting to see the best of these two teams, and we really haven't yet. Now is the time. Fifth set. It's all on the line. First to 15, race to the finish. Both teams have to be at their very best.
The first half of back-to-back matches between Long Beach State and Hawaii going the distance to a fifth set. Right now, Trid Rosenthal was right over in front of our spot on the scorers table trying to stretch out his calf. Wojciech Gajek back on the floor for Long Beach State after he left with a cramp. There's been all kinds of things going down in the Pyramid through 4 sets, but Long Beach State was able to win set 4 to stay alive, and now it's a race to 15 in set number 5. Long Beach on the left side of the floor, Hawaii on the right.
Tred Rosenthal doing his best to stretch himself out, as is Wojciech Gajek. Louis Sakonoko still on the bench for Hawaii. Finn Kearney has stepped in at outside hitter over the past 2 sets. In Sakonoko's absence, it's been the atmosphere, it's been the Big West opener, it's been everything tonight contributing to what we have in front of us now. A fifth set for all the marbles.
Long Beach serves first with Alex Kondev back behind the line. 1 ace so far tonight. Kondev serves across. It's controlled by Greenwich. Up to Rosenthal. It sets over to the backside. Tretis is gonna be a kill. Tetrisky hit it out of bounds, but it looked like there was a touch from Long Beach State's blockers. The set was a little bit offline, but Tetrisky able to adjust and get Hawaii on the board.
Tetrisky, his team leading 11th kill of the night.
Now serving is War. He hits across. Varga, errant pass. Stepping in, Kondev puts it right back towards Varga. Swinging through a triple block and down. Alex Kondev with the out-of-system set, and Skylar Varga had a tough job to get it through 3 blockers. Gets it done anyway, 1-1 in set 5.
Long Beach has gone 5 sets only once this season, and that was in this building against UCLA. For Hawaii, it's their first time going 5 in 2026.
Jackson Christ serving now for the Beach. 1-1 in the 5th set. Every point matters. Roll serve kept up by Greenwich. Set goes quick to Jordan in the middle, but it's popped up and dug out by Kondev. Right side, Gajek swinging, blocked, kept up in the air by the Beach. Varga pushed over, but roofed down. Rosenthal up above the net as Varga just tried to free ball it over, and it's absolute denial from the 6'11 setter.
And Travell Jordan returns that ball to sender. It was awkward and out of system for the Beach, and Hawaii able to capitalize. 10 blocks on the night for the Rainbow Warriors.
Jordan serves low now. Varga pass. Pizzanti dunks down. Goes to the left-handed move and hooks it right to the floor.
Unreal. This is the most offensive we've seen Jake Pizzanti all season. 5 kills now for the setter. Far and away a career high. Cold-blooded.
2-2 in set 5. Continuing trading blows. Pizzanti serves now. Rosenthal sets in the middle. Hazan gets dug out. Varga swing in, tipped, and it's kept up by War. Rosenthal now going over to the left side. It's blocked but kept up by Greenwich. They go over to Kearney again. Popped up, still in the air on Long Beach's side. Larson slides in for the dig. Pizzanti going to Varga, kept up by Greenwich. Rosenthal swinging, dug out. Varga dunk, and it's down!
Oh.
Skylar Varga has the kill. Jake Pizzanti with a magical dig to keep it alive. 3-2 Long Beach State.
You want madness? We got it. What a rally. And what a put down from Skylar Varga. The Beach take the lead in set 5.
They were going back and forth, and Varga used 2 hands to push it right down. 3-2. Tred Rosenthal was stretching out his calf again on the stanchion, but he's ready to go. Long Beach ahead by 1, and it's Pizzanti serving. Hits it over and out. 3-3. This is cinematic the way they're going back and forth.
23 service errors on the night for Long Beach State alongside 25 attacking errors. That's almost 2 whole sets gifted to the Rainbow Warriors.
Tred Rosenthal serving. The setter for Hawaii flips it out in front and hits into the net. 16 service errors for Hawaii, and the biggest one is right there. Long Beach ahead 4-3.
Rosenthal a little gimpy on his landing. You can tell he's favoring that right leg.
Skylar Varga to serve now for the Beach. One ace tonight. The team captain hits it over. Errant pass from Kearney. War goes right back to him from the back row. Tip, but it's dug out by Pizzanti. Varga steps into set. Goes towards Kondev, left side. Pushed over, a triple block, and it was touched by Rosenthal before going out of bounds. He couldn't get his hands out of the way in time, and then was jumping on one leg. You can tell Rosenthal's not quite himself.
Rosenthal trying to touch the sky, and he's in the back row. He's 6'11". If the ball's over his head, it's definitely going out.
5-3 Beach. Varga serves again. A lot of English, but Kearney digs it out. Set to the left side for, and it almost was down for a roof, but it just did get kept up. Pizzanti goes to Marquardt in the middle, dug out in the back row by War. Right side, Kearney swings off the block and now, and the point will go to Hawaii. Might have been a net violation against Marquardt first.
Most definitely, and Tristan Tatrisky is the one who got away with the block touch on the left side, kept the rally alive for Hawaii. Rosenthal able to recycle.
It's dang close to a roof for the Beach. Instead, it's 4 serving 5. Kearney puts it over. Pass from Varga. Pizzanti ranges underneath. Goes to Gayak, right side, and he hit it off the antenna. Swinging a little bit too far or too close to the pin. It's 5-5.
Charlie Wade, not too much emotion from the Hawaii head coach tonight. Was pumping his fist after that attacking error for the Beach.
Kearney serves again. Pizzanti goes to Kondev, left side, gets blocked. Marquardt keeps it in the air. Pizzanti waits for it to fall. Goes to Gayak, and he brings it down. Wojciech Gayak up to 21 kills. A career night for the freshman.
And the 21st has a little Polish razzle-dazzle on it. Everyone in the pyramid knows where this ball is going, and Wojciech Gayak still finds a way to go cross-court. Not only does he have 21 kills, he's hitting 421. A night of all nights for the Polish freshman.
Braden Marquardt serving 6, serving 5 in the 5th set. Marquardt hits it over. Pass from Kearney over to the left side. War swinging, but it's kept up by the Beach to adjust at the net. Kept on the Hawaii side, and now whistle blows. They're going to say a double touch against Pizzanti, I believe.
There could be a few things the officials are calling here. Chief among them, Jake Pizzanti reaching over the net.
That's right.
While the ball was going over. They're going to say it's an infringement on Pizzanti.
6-all. It's a race to 9. Kondev overhead pass. Pizzanti goes to Varga from the pipe, and he gets blocked. It's still up, though. Kondev pushes it over. Hawaii on the attack. Right side, push over with 2 hands. Larson dig. Pizzanti goes to Gayak, and he came down on the net. Second time Gayak has a violation attacking from the right side in these last few points.
And Wojciech Gayak made the play. Would have had the kill if he didn't come down on the net. But it's that right leg that's been cramping that just gives up on him on his landing.
Now Hawaii's fans getting loud, and Long Beach returns the favor. Let's go Beach, breaking out in the pyramid to drown out the Hawaii fans. Electric environment as it's 7-6 Bows in set 5. Serve comes across. Kondev pass to Pizzanti. He goes quick to Chris, and it's a kill. Just did get it through Jordan and to the feet of War. Almost a roof there for Hawaii, but they just couldn't seal it off.
Jackson Christ rattles the cage just enough, and it falls on the Hawaii side.
7-7 in set 5. Winner takes all, whoever gets to 15 first. Gayak serves, and it's in! Wojciech Gayak has an ace! It dove to the ground on the left sideline and just did catch the white. 8-7 Long Beach State as they'll switch sides.
What more could you ask for from a 5th set? Wojciech Gayak, barely able to walk across the court into the Long Beach huddle, is now going to serve for Long Beach State on the other side of the timeout.
Unbelievable environment in the pyramid. Long Beach now moving over to the right side, Hawaii on the left. Long Beach State ahead 8-7, and it's going to continue to be back and forth until the end. Hawaii was ahead 2-1. Long Beach State 1-4 to stay alive. And they're trying to pull off an improbable win on their home floor.
26-24 Hawaii in set 1. 25-23 Long Beach in set 2. 25-19 Hawaii in set 3. 25-20 Long Beach in set 4. And we've been talking all night long about this building and what it can do for this team and how much home teams in this matchup have had success. No more evident than here in set 5.
If you add all those scores together, it is literally even on the night. As back and forth as this match could possibly be. 8-7 Long Beach State in set number 5. Wojciech Gajek will serve with the Beach ahead by 1.
Both teams hitting below 200 here in set 5, but that doesn't matter. All that matters is getting to 15 first.
8-7 in the 5th set. The Big West opener has lived up to all the hype. Long Beach State and Hawaii going toe-to-toe. Wojciech Gajek already with a career high by far of 21 kills, and now he's serving. Gajek hits it over and just out. Barely missed his 3rd ace of the night, and we're all tied 8-8.
Nick McRae asking how many challenges he has left. He thought he had 2, he only has 1, and he's gonna burn it here, seeing if that serve caught the back line.
Nick McRae with some fire as he walked over to ask for the challenge. It brings his team together. A huge review here still is an understatement. The ruling on the floor was that it was out of bounds, and the score is 8-8.
Alan Knipe, longtime Long Beach State head coach, sitting courtside tonight, now parallel with the Long Beach bench, watching the man who he spent a decade getting ready for this role now take to the helm against his longtime rivals. It was back in 2017 when Charlie Wade turned to Alan Knipe, back when both these teams were in the MPSF, and said, hey, after this championship, I think we're going to be doing this for a while. He has been absolutely right. The battle between these two teams over the past decade has been second to none. And although the challenge is unsuccessful, this 5th set is far from over.
It looked like Nick McRae was confirming that he does have 1 more challenge left. Long Beach, I believe, entered this 5th set with 1, and with 1 more challenge getting added.
That's
McRae
correct.
Was confirming that he does have 1 more challenge in set 5.
That's correct. Long Beach won a challenge in set 3, lost 1 in set 3, lost 1 in set 4. So there's only 1 left for Nick McRae. Hawaii has all 3, having received 1 back after an unsuccessful challenge in set 2.
8-8 in set 5. Christian Tetrisky back behind the line for Hawaii. All Big West first team last year. Varga controls the serve. Pisanti goes to Kondev, left side. He hit it out of bounds. No touch from the Hawaii blockers, and now it's advantage Bows, 9-8.
Advantage Bows for the first time here in set 5.
Tetrisky will serve again. Missed all 3 matches against Long Beach last year. Roll serve kept up by Varga right up above the net. Pisanti tried to wipe the block. He's saying there was a touch. The ruling on the floor is no touch. And now they're going to overrule it without a challenge being needed. The officials looked at each other and they changed their decision. And now we ask or see if Hawaii wants a challenge.
It was both assistants, Konopo Fei and Donan Cruz, who immediately came off the bench signaling challenge, thinking that Long Beach State had won the point. Now that the call has been given to Long Beach, Hawaii is going to use the challenge here.
So Hawaii issues a challenge now.
They have all 3 going into set 5, having earned 1 back, as we just mentioned. So Charlie Wade certainly happy to burn 1 here on what is a huge call. As it stands now, it's 9-all here in set 5.
That's with the point going to Long Beach State.
And the play at the net was Jake Pisanti trying to tool the block on what was an overpass. And we talk about the physical toll on these players. During this challenge, Jake Pisanti getting his right leg stretched out and massaged.
51 assists tonight for Jake Pisanti. It's been a fantastic game as he's also set a career high. There's a few career highs that have been set throughout Long Beach State's stat line tonight. Wojciech Gajek with 21 kills and Pazanti with those 51 assists. He's also got 5 kills, including that last one, hoping that he can stay there as he's getting stretched out on the floor.
Jake Pazanti always seems to rise to the moment. Even if he's not perfect, he is always there. No better example than when he had 46 assists in that 4-set loss to UCLA. A tough night for Pazanti, but he never stopped running the offense as best as he could. 51 assists, and he's using every possible second to get that massage gun worked out on his right leg during this challenge review.
And Hawaii won the challenge. So it's going to be 10-8 Bows.
And Hawaii will keep that challenge. They still have 3 to work with in set 5.
5 points away down the stretch for the Rainbow Warriors. They're on a 3-0 scoring run. Christian Tatrisky serves again, and it's in. Kellen Larson turned around, and it hit the feet of Wojciech Gajek. Hawaii has won 4 points in a row, and Nick McRae will call timeout.
What a time for Tristan Tatrisky to dial it up from the service line. He has hit the net, it feels like almost every single trip tonight, and he finally gets a corkscrew to paint the coffin corner. Advantage Bows now in a big way.
Tatrisky's got 11 kills tonight, but it really hasn't felt like his best match overall. He's only hitting .065, and as you said, that was his first ace of the night, but coming at a great time. Long Beach calls timeout as they're down by 3.
Tatrisky making his first start since January 14th. Night 1 against Rockhurst when he came out against the Division II opponent and was unable to complete the match. Since then, it has been a long road back for Tatrisky, who has had his struggles with injuries throughout his Hawaii career. As big players show up in big games, only used as a service sub occasionally. This is the most action he's gotten by far in a long time.
11-8, Hawaii ahead by 3. Long Beach back out on the floor after their timeout, looking for a big turnaround. Jake Pazanti still was getting worked on during that timeout, and he's back out on the floor with a bit of a gimp. It's his right leg that it looked like was cramping up. Been an issue for both teams throughout this long and peak effort match. 11-8 Hawaii. Tatrisky serves again for Hawaii, and it's into the net. Went down towards his knees as that one hit the tape and fell back on his side. Beach back within 2.
Beach need a spark. Up steps Tristan Tatrisky's countryman and longtime friend, Alex Kondev.
9 serving 11 in set 5. Kondev hits it into the net. The toss was a little out in front of him. You could see him trying to catch up to it, but didn't get there. 12-9, Hawaii now ahead and 3 points away from a win. Adrian War, French sophomore, serves across. Pass from Larson. Pazanti ranges underneath. Sets up for Varga. He hits it over a triple block and down. Hawaii's blockers were in the perfect spot, but Varga just elevated higher. The Beach cut the deficit to 2.
15 kills now for Skylar Varga. He has stepped up in a big way late in this match. It's good defense, just better offense from the Beach outside.
Beach fans getting loud. Serve from Christ, kept up. Rosenthal goes over to the right side, and Tatrisky with a full power swing finds the middle of the floor. That might be the most fluent attack that he's looked like he's had tonight.
Tatrisky choosing violence. And the Beach block was late. Only Skylar Varga really contesting the Bulgarian. And a big serve coming here from Kainoa Wade. Nick McRae wants a timeout.
13-10, Hawaii 2 points away from a win. Nick McRae using his second timeout of the 5th set.
So Long Beach, only 1 challenge left. Now no more timeouts in set 5 and needing a run. Very familiar position to where we started this night. Sets 1, 2, and 3. Long Beach down late in all 3, only able to steal that second set back. And it was up to the hitters who have been so called upon tonight that it is almost unfathomable the numbers they're putting up. Wojciech Gajek, 21 kills on 39 swings. Skylar Varga, 15 kills on 41 swings. Where are the middles, you may ask? Well, now's their time to show up. If the Beach can pass this ball out of serve receive, it might finally be time for Braden Marquardt to get back on the board here in set 5. It has been all outsides, all opposite, all the time for Long Beach State. 132 attacks tonight for the Beach, only hitting 258. The numbers are staggering, and they're searching for consistency.
Long Beach State was ahead 8-7 in this 5th set, but Hawaii's fought back, and they're ahead now 13-10.
This match now also stretching near 3 hours. 7 o'clock first serve on the West Coast. It's now 9:38. And we've still got a few points to play. Fasten your seatbelts.
Kainoa Wade, the sophomore, to serve for the Rainbow Warriors. Hawaii 2 points away from a road win. Wade tosses up, serves across. Pass from Condev as he went to the ground. Pazanti goes to Varga, left side, power angle, dug back over the net. Marquardt tries to push it, but gets blocked. Now Pazanti deeks, goes to Gajek, swinging, dug out back row by War. Sent back up towards the net, and it's blocked, kept up by Hawaii. Now they go over to Tatriski, kept up by Gajek. Pazanti sets up for the pipe, and it's roofed, but the point's going to the Beach. It's a net violation called against Hawaii. Right as Long Beach looked like they were defeated, the point goes the way of Long Beach State, and we'll see if Hawaii wants to challenge.
Hawaii players on the floor had a conference trying to figure out if any of them touched the net.
Hawaii has 3 challenges left, so no real reason not to use one, and Charlie Wade will issue the call. So this is going to be another huge review within this 5th set. Hawaii challenging the call on the floor that Hawaii was called for a net.
They're going to call Ofek Hazan here for the net violation. Haven't called his name really at all here in set 5. He's the middle blocker 2 on the floor right now for Hawaii. Stepping in for Justin Todd alongside Travell Jordan, the middle pairing tonight for Hawaii. Also haven't been super active in these final sets. Justin Todd exited with only 2 kills. Travell Jordan only has 5. Ofek Hazan only 1. The offense for Hawaii has been distributed around the pin hitters as well. And a huge review coming here. If this goes the way of Hawaii, it's set point and match point Rainbow Warriors.
Scoreboard shows 13-11 Hawaii. Jake Pazanti again getting stretched out. Now it's his left leg up in the air. Hawaii issuing a challenge, and Long Beach standing in suspense.
Hawaii have not won in the pyramid since 2015. This place has been a fortress for the Beach for over a decade now.
This is a long review as they make sure they get it right. Our officials, Sergio Gonzalez, Sid Church, Amanda Ferreira, Philippe, and Andrew Ferreira. Now it looks like the call is in. And it's staying with Long Beach State. So nothing conclusive to overturn the call. The Beach are within 2, 13-11 Bows.
Sid Church making the call up on the chair tonight. Sergio Gonzalez, the same man who officiated that Big West Championship final last season. Very familiar with these two teams, all their tactics, and it all comes down to this.
Jake Pazanti serving for Long Beach State. Beach fans getting loud again. 11 serving 13 in set 5. Pazanti hits it into the net. So a service error makes it match point number 1 after all. 14-11. Hawaii 1 point away, trying to pull through and win on the road at the Pyramid.
Pazanti just lost his legs on the serve. Here comes Tread Rosenthal.
Match point number 1, Rosenthal float serve, Condev pass, up to Pazanti. Set goes over to Varga, right side, swing in, it's dug out in the back row. Set goes over to the right side, Tatriski pushes it through, but Larson has the dig. Pazanti going to Gajek, power angle, dug out by Greenidge. Over on the left side, swinging over a block, Kearney gets dug out. Larson steps into Set, goes to Gajek, triple block there, but he gets it through. Wojciech Gajek keeps the Beach alive. His 22nd kill makes it 14-12.
Unreal. The Beach fight. Jake Pazanti does not have his legs underneath him right now.
And now it's the captain going behind the service line when the Beach need a run. First, Charlie Wade will call timeout on the Hawaii bench.
And speaking of legs, Tread Rosenthal is the one asking for that timeout. He had to get on his horse during that rally. Both setters giving it everything. This has been a fantastic finish to what felt like for most of the night a very mundane match between Hawaii and Long Beach State.
Mundane only in the feeling that neither of these teams were playing at their absolute peak, but in back and forth competitiveness, this match has been unbelievable. (14-12) in set 5. It'll be match point number 2 for Hawaii after the timeout breaks. Skylar Varga going behind the service line for the Beach. Do or die for the defending national champions.
1 ace, 5 errors in service for Skylar Varga tonight.
He'll try and make sure the serve is at least in play. Jake Pizzanti, the last Beach player, back out on the floor as he continues to get treatment. And now Hawaii floods back out onto the Terraflex.
No matter which way this one falls tonight, we're doing it again tomorrow.
Buckle up. Skylar Varga behind the service line. Match point number 2 for Hawaii. 12 serving 14. Varga serves across. Pass popped up to Rosenthal. Set over to the left side. And Tetrisky puts the match to bed. Kill right into the middle of the floor. And Hawaii takes round 1.
The Bulgarian is back, baby. And he makes it known on match point that he's here to stay. Tetrisky finally getting the chance to suit up against Long Beach State, and he makes the most of the moment.
His 13th kill. Christian Tetrisky puts an end to an unbelievable back and forth match. 15-12 in set 5. And we're doing it all again tomorrow.
Same time, same place. Same Pyramid faithful that will return for tomorrow night, having witnessed a 5-set marathon. 2 hours, 45 minutes from start to finish. Long Beach with a lot to take away from this one. Not playing their best, but getting a pair of unreal performances from freshman Wojciech Gajek and his 22 kills, and setter Jake Pizzanti. Big shoes to fill, yes, coming into this season. Big shoes filled certainly tonight. 53 assists, 10 digs, a double-double for Pizzanti. And he's going to need every single minute of rest before he has to suit up again against the Rainbow Warriors tomorrow night.
It's as Long Beach State's coaching staff and head coach Nick McCray all talk about. This is halftime. Long Beach State drops the first round against Hawaii. They'll have a chance for revenge tomorrow, but an excellent environment in the Pyramid tonight as the fans are being saluted now by Long Beach State and Nick McCray.
And you look on both ends of the floor right now, the emotions could not be in more contrast. Wojciech Gajek in tears, ready to get himself set up for some post-game stretches. Skylar Varga, Alex Kondev in conversation. And on the Hawaii side, Tristan Tetrisky has his shirt off, whipping it around in front of the Hawaii fans. He just picked up Finn Kearney and carried him around the end line. Quentin Greenidge has also stripped off his top. Hawaii knows what this means to them, having not beaten Long Beach in this building since 2015, and they're going to celebrate like it all night long. But tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, the second half, we're in for a treat.
This match drained the tank on both sides, and they'll have less than 24 hours to get ready to do it again. Hawaii takes round 1 in 5 sets. Christian Tetrisky with 13 kills finishes off the match, and that'll do it for us at the Pyramid tonight. For JayDe Beaudry next to me, Saya Youngblood on the board in the studio, and the rest of our 22 West Sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz, and this has been national champion Long Beach State men's volleyball on 22 West Radio, broadcasting live at 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 in Long Beach. We'll be back on the air tomorrow at 7 o'clock for the rematch between Long Beach State and Hawaii as Long Beach State looks to strike back. Hope you tune in for that, and thanks for listening to round one tonight.